It's going to be a tough stream. I have a lot to talk about. As you can see the title. If you can see the title, you know what this is about. I can't do it. Yeah, I'm not sorry. I'm not apologizing. It's just I'm not going to keep it up. How you guys doing? Love speech. Everybody in here. Good to see you guys again. Haven't done a solo desktop in a while. There's lots to talk about. You know, I do say that a lot, but there's a lot to talk about. Let's talk about everything from this weekend. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the content. And if you're on the outside, maybe you've enjoyed the think pieces, the articles, the responses from everybody. I thought it's been a great weekend of streams. Live in Miami. We'll be going back to New York very soon. Congratulations to Senegal. I wanted Morocco to win the AFCON final. Big congrats. It was strange seeing all the towels and everything go on, but shout out to all my Senegalese people over there. Everybody with the last name like Fofana, the extremely tall people over in West Africa. Happy to see that. And yeah, based off this weekend and everything, it's like just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in. The red pill is dead. A red pill is dead. I've been saying that, but it was good to catch up with a lot of people, see people I haven't seen in a long time. A great weekend of collabs. Got to hang out with some of my good friends, some old associates / friends. If you don't know anything about what I'm talking about, we'll get into all that stuff. Great weekend of content. Second channel is doing really well. My main channel is at SNEAKO on YouTube. The second channel at SNEAKO. That's the stream channel. That's what you're watching this on right now. And third channel is Lit SNEAKO. Obviously, we also have accumulated thoughts. So we got 5 channels, but it's been a lot of work. It's been nonstop. Slept for like 12 hours last night. Needed to rest. I think I woke up at like 5 p.m. Well, I really got out of bed at like 5 p.m. today. Needed to sleep. So, I was going to do an IRL today. Decided to just catch up on here. What is there to talk about? Is there, do we need can someone catch me? I can't remember. What I'm supposed to say, but I'm sure there's stuff. So we'll get into all that. I do have, can't remember. How do you guys want to, how should we start the stream? Who should we respond to first? I can't really go on Twitter without seeing a think piece from somebody. Everybody has something to say about us going to the club. Just a couple niggas going to the club, just a couple niggas. And bottom line, whatever you think, we're gonna cover all that stuff today. I didn't commit any crimes. Like, I didn't do anything illegal. I didn't hurt anybody. Yet there's this immense pressure from so many people, from the tradcons, from the libtards, from the think pieces, from the clout chasers, from the ultra religious, from the white supremacists, from the black nationalists, from the Wakanda forever, from the Haram police, from everybody has something to say. And it's like, what you really break down, what did I do this weekend? Hung out with some friends, went out to Miami, just hung out, put on some suits, went to the mall, we went to the club, and yet everyone has something to say. From TMZ to New York Post to Jerusalem to Times of Israel. What else? ADL, the mayor of Miami, Dave Grutman. Yes, Grutman, yeah, you can guess. Had something to say. From Rabbi Shmuley to the leftist streamers. Everyone. You're saying Young Don? Yeah, I don't care. I mean, look, I talked about that briefly yesterday. Out of all the people that we're going to address, it's like that one is pretty goofy from Don. He doesn't really make his content anymore. He made good content before, and now he's just kind of doing reaction stuff. He went from a Christian to, I don't know if he's Wakanda forever. Happy Martin Luther King Day. I'm a big Malcolm X fan myself. MLK was kind of a sellout. But yeah, Don, it's just like, there's so many things to respond to. I got the TMZ, Jerusalem Times, Times of Israel. I'm getting all the Zionist corporations. And then you're like, okay, this guy made a video and said that you are friends with white people. You're too black for the white kids, too white for the black. It's funny that there's all these white nationalists saying, this is cringe. Like, you're making Hitler turn in his grave. Like, first off, it's a song. And then you get the black nationalist people, ew, why are you hanging out with these? Everyone's so butthurt over the fact that a couple niggas went to the club. We went to the club and we listened to a song. It was a long stream, a lot of conversations, a lot of content. You saw that on the SNEAKO channel. But you just really break down the context of it. What everybody's upset about. A lot of people loved it. Like, most people loved it. The Chronically Online, the think pieces, they're oh, what are they doing? This is brown. This is gay. This is bad. This is and my whole timeline, every single thing. These alpha males. These fucking alpha males. We hung out. We went to a party. We went over in a Sprinter van to the club, and we went to the club. It was Nick's first time. You know, I've been to the club. I've been to that club many times. Apparently now we're banned. Vendome had to issue an apology. You know, and it's just like, you really break down what is making niggas so mad. It's just that we listened to a song and hung out. That's really what, like, no one was hurt. No crimes were committed. Nobody was attacked. Just listening to music and going out to the club. Incredible, right? It's incredible. Fix the chat. What's going on? I don't see anything wrong. Thank you for the 20. I listened to H all day to get it out of my head after seeing a clip of you listening to it. I don't know, it feels weird singing a song. A lot of innocent people died, but goddamn, it was so taboo. Okay, look, I'll start with this. You're right. It's a song. Let's talk about what the song's all about. And first off, I want to say, the title of this is I'm Sorry, and obviously I'm not sorry to anybody. It's a fucking song, and this is America. We have free speech. We're not hurting anybody. Played some music and went to the club. I'm not sorry. Get your fucking panties out of a bunch. You'll be okay. You're welcome for all your hit pieces and all your videos and all your articles. You got some content. We act, they react. And at the end of the day, that song is just a song. And did innocent people die in World War II? Yeah, millions from all nations, from all over the world. A lot of people were affected by it. One, it's history, 100 years ago. Two, I'm seeing so many people who are so angry about the fact that we listened to a song. They were all quiet when the genocide happened for the past 2 years. After October 7th, all these people didn't say a word. They promoted it. A lot of them took $7,000. They even had Netanyahu on their podcast. Aaron Steinberg, my friend, Steiny, maybe he's not my friend, I don't know. He tweeted trying to get Vendome to be brigaded by one-star reviews. And it's like, bro, you just had Benjamin Netanyahu on your podcast. He's literally committing a genocide. He was for the past 2 years. War criminal, wanted all over the world, broke international law. You had him on your show, on your podcast without any pushback. You talked about McDonald's and Burger King. Regulated? Why is social media regulated? I'm just like you. Letting him control our country from the inside out, and then you want to get like a club. You want to ruin a club because they played a song you didn't like? That's pretty ridiculous. I saw him delete the tweet. So I'll talk to Aaron Steinberg about that, but I just think it's ridiculous because, yes, innocent people died in World War II. But every song that you play in the club, why don't you have to see any clubs apologize when they glorify killing innocent people in Chicago or in New York City? The gang violence. Every single song you hear in the club is glorifying violence. Every single song from a female rapper is about shaking ass and being a whore. Is about wet ass pussy, not cooking, not cleaning, shooting the op block, getting it back in blood, up in pole. Every song is about killing innocent black people. And on MLK Day, it's like, let's put this into context. You're mad because I listened to a song that was talking about World War II, right? Something happened 80 years ago, almost 100 years ago. You go to the club and you turn up and listen to all the music that's glorifying violence happening right now. Right now. All the people that are condemning, writing articles, all of them are promoting and siding with the genocide that happens today in 4K. The most publicly televised genocide of all time. You don't see people up in arms about that. You don't see the mayor of Miami writing a think piece about that, and clubs don't have to apologize, but they have to apologize for this song. Akiway's calling me. Assalamu alaikum. I'm live right now. I just started my stream.
I just wanted to hook you up with this guy.
Who's this?
Yo, what's going on, brother?
He's on stream.
Oh, okay. My name is Ruben. I own Cap City. We'll be doing like a lot of hats. We're out here in New York right now, and clothes and stuff like that. So
They want to bless you, bro.
yeah, we'd love to bless you.
Okay, I'll be back in New York this week. I'm in Miami right now.
Okay. Yeah, we'll put it together.
No problem. I love you, Chad.
Sure. Shout out to Akiway. So, yeah, anyone just, like, if you're going to get mad about this song, they get mad about literally all of hip hop. All of these labels, every single one of these labels, all of these clubs, all of the radio stations, all the music you listen to glorifies violence. So where do you draw the line? Is it the fact that it's 100 years ago? Is it the group of people? What's the reason people get so butthurt about this song, which is undeniably a great song? Undeniably, I was there for, I released that song, that banned song from Ye, that's now been removed, and he doesn't promote it anymore, you know, and I'm not apologizing to anybody, but, you know, maybe, I think in hindsight, the fact that Ye's moved on, you know, he's not doing that anymore. I could have said something like, you know, this is not him anymore. You know, he distanced himself from that. He's on to a new era. So I do kind of, being completely transparent, I do kind of feel bad because, you know, Ye's on a different, and that is his song, but anybody getting upset about it, it's like, be consistent. Be consistent with everything else that glorifies violence. And they won't. You know, to still go to the club and celebrate black people dying. On MLK Day. And it's a great song, man. The reason that I like that song is because not only is it beautiful, I debuted that song on my stream last summer. That was premiered on my live stream. I was there for the entire production of the song. I saw it, you know, I heard that song 1,000 times being produced. I was filming. I made several documentaries, videos that I posted on X. I was banned on YouTube at the time. Garage, living room. You've seen that was a major part. I went on Piers Morgan with Ye because of that song. And sonically, it's incredible. It's incredible. The horns, everything about it. You know, regardless of what you think of the lyrics, it's great music. And just like everything else that glorifies violence, a lot of that stuff's good. So that's just, and look, I'm not, it's crazy that you have to say this. I'm not a Nazi. You know, I don't glorify, stuff like, yeah, some of the edits are cool of what happened in the 30s and 40s, but it's like this, first off, it's history, but this is not the ideology. It's music. You listen to it. You play a song. Oh, you sung it too loud. You enjoyed the song too much. So now is it against free speech to enjoy a song too much that you don't like? It's again, like, what am I supposed to do? I'm not supposed to dance or seem happy by a good song. I don't align with that. People are saying, oh, like a white supremacist, the new Nazi movement, it's all brown. I'm not a Nazi. I don't agree with, like, that's obviously that stuff's wrong, right? Genocide is bad. Incredibly, you have to say this stuff, but it's music, right? It's just a song. Niggas just went to the club. Just went to the club. Why are you dressing this like it's a big deal? Look, I'm responding to, you know, this is the most amount of media coverage that I've seen. It's all over. Like, it's even right here. Like, even if you guys are like numerology fucking in deep people, this shit has 33 million views on Fearbuck. 33. It's like my whole timeline is this stuff. And, you know, the stream's not going to all be this today, but I do have to cover and respond to this because, you know, it's just goofy. I find it really goofy. it's funny where we're at as a country. You know, that this dominates the timeline. This is everywhere. I'm sure everybody's seen it. And at the end of the day, bro, it's just like what did I do? Like, how did I hurt anybody? What about the salute? I didn't do a Nazi salute in the club. I didn't do that. There's a picture like I'm pointing up, and then they screenshot it. It looks like my arm is in the air, so they crop it out, and it looks like that. I didn't do that salute. I'm just there like just having fun. Just having fun in the club like how most people do. Am I 27 years old? Should I not be in the club at 27? Maybe you can say that, but there's a lot of other things that people do that are worse. And like, it's just, you're really going to get it, your panties at a bunch over that? Like, okay, you're pushing 30 and you're in the, okay, yeah. Maybe that's the worst of it. Maybe it's gesture maxing. Maybe I raised my cortisol too high listening to a song, but it's a stream. So, goofy stuff. And they play anti-Muslim songs all the time. Yeah, you could say the same. You could say the same stuff about Muslims, and you'll be invited to the White House. You'll be celebrated everywhere. And yeah, I do think. So let's just cover this stuff. I don't know if I should even play this on YouTube. Hey, I'm not gonna play it. I'm sure I'll play it on mute. I'm sure you've seen it already. I'll play this on mute. There we go. We're here in the club. We're here in the sprint event, going to the club and whatever. So he's throwing this up. I wouldn't have done this. Like this. That's Myron. I think. I don't think that this is. That's not me. He's like, Jews, man. It's like yelling at the camera, Jews. I just don't think that's really helping. But he just gets excited about that stuff. Erdozam, thanks. You're constantly hanging out with actual enemies of Islam. Also going to a nightclub. Astaghfirullah, that's disgusting. Yeah, bro. I mean, fuck it. Like, bro, I'm not perfect. Like, okay, to the Haram police, I'm not perfect. IRL streaming and streaming as much as I do, it's impossible. And if you could find another way, maybe I'm coping. But it's impossible to be completely halal. Yeah, I'm going to be free mixing. I play music on my streams. Sometimes I'll go to the club. I don't drink. I don't take a gambling deal. I do the best I could do. But if you're watching all this and analyzing, oh, brother, you did this in Ramadan's in 50 days, in 30 days. You shouldn't be hanging out with enemies of, like, who, bro, this is what it's like. I live in America. I do content. I do streams. This is going to be, there's going to be sin. It is what it is, Brand. It is what it is. If you're coming on here expecting it to be perfect, to only hang around people who are completely on Dean, you're not going to find that in my content. So just stop expecting that. And everybody else, the liberals, and the think pieces and everything, we'll get into that too. So it's like, you're weak. Yeah, no, I'm not perfect, bro. And neither are you. Neither are you. You're a flip-flopper. What you want me to only be friends with people that are like reading Quran 100% and always? I don't have that many friends that do that, Like, you shouldn't come onto my stream and watch my content expecting to find this idol or this complete a perfect person. Like, yes, I believe in God. La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah, but like, it's not gonna be perfect, bro. I could promise you that. All I can do is try my best, but people got fired. Yeah, we're gonna cover that stuff. Yeah, so I want to talk to Myron privately. I don't think that this stuff is helpful, like yelling, because it is just a song. What I like about the song is that it really hits the final barricade of free speech. People are saying, oh, look, these Nazis are brown, they're mixed race. Like, yeah, I'm mixed race. I'm Filipino and I'm Haitian. First off, I'm not a Nazi. I'm not a white supremacist. I never claimed to be. I've been very public against that. I've been saying red pill is dead. I've been saying how much I disagree with, white supremacy. That's why I've had so many disagreements with these people. But we could still interact. We could still hang out. We don't need to hate each other. And then it's funny that they're saying, oh, these far-right people are, destroying and like they're promoting hatred, but look at the unity. We're people of all different races in this van. The Tate brothers are mixed race. They didn't expect a song to be played. They were playing country music, but Myron's Sudanese, Nick's white, Clav is white. I'm Filipino and Haitian. We're just listening to music, right? I'm not a white supremacist, obviously. Like, people have selective memory about that. But yeah, you could still interact and be around people that are different. And maybe that's the America that I love. That's why I love New York City. I love multiculturalism. Even though we're different, we have different beliefs, we could still listen to a song and enjoy it. The song says, all my niggas Nazis, nigga HH. All my niggas. The beginning of the song, listen to the lyrics. Yes, I am a cuck. I like when people fuck on my bitch. Are these values from the Third Reich? No, they're not. Like, man, these people took my kids from me. Then they froze my bank account. This is that song. To me, you know, I didn't create the song. I was there when it was being made in Spain. But, you know, it's not my music. But the way I see it is that it's just breaking down it's kicking down the Overton window. And that's what we should be appreciative about. All these people making think pieces, they haven't touched on the fact that there's no song that breaks down that last window, that last wall of the Overton window besides that. All my niggas Nazis, that doesn't even make sense. It's funny. Niggas are not like, who was the Third Reich comprised of? Was it niggas? Was it? Listen to the lyrics. Oh, they're trying to bring it back. Like, no, I'm not trying to. I have a Palestine flag right here. One of the most vocal people about freeing Palestine since before October 7th, the day of. I'm very anti. All my niggas, like, was that the lingo in Germany in the 30s? No, it's unifying. You're not supposed to say this. You're not supposed to say this, and it brings everybody together. You can't say niggas and you can't say Nazis. Let's put it all in the same song. Beautiful. I love music that can break boundaries like that, and even like rage bait. You know, it's, in fact, although people are trying to call it this hateful thing, it brings everyone together. That's the way I see it. I live in Canada. I'm a Canadian soldier. I have non-Muslim friends. It's one thing to have non-Muslim friends. It's another to befriend people that actively try to make Muslims miserable. Bro, then leave the stream and don't watch anymore. You know, I do more than you. Like, people that are criticizing, you should do this, you should do that. I do more than you. I've done more than you. You know, I try the best I can, but it's like, what are you doing? You should do this, you should do that. Then how about you fucking load up the stream and do it yourself? See how you do. If you could do it better, then do it yourself. You know, all you can expect from this is for me to do as best I can, and that's all you can expect from me. And if you don't want me to listen to a troll song, then you shouldn't. Then don't watch it. SNEAKO, can I get a boom? It makes me laugh. I don't have my soundboard here. It's in New York. And this is the funny stuff. Let me add the chat to the screen so you guys can see. This is the retarded shit that I wanna talk about. You're saying, Dan Clancy, you're not going to get unbanned on Twitch. If I don't get unbanned on Twitch, it is what it is. It is what it is. Obviously, I would like to be unbanned, but let me add this. So yeah, Hassan Piker said this. He's been speaking about me a lot recently. You know, pretty much always for years now. And he said, America is a profoundly diverse nation. Therefore, even our Nazis are DEI. Which is, you know, and here's the double standard. Here's the double standard. One, he goes to China, and
Roger, you seen this?
So this is what he thinks. And the CCP, they go up to Hassan Piker and they go through his phone and they see that his memes of Chairman Mao, and they start pressing him and they start criticizing him. Also, he went to the Streamer Awards dressed as Chairman Mao. But you see how nobody gives him pushback for this? Chairman Mao killed 60 million Chinese people. 60 million Chinese people. Genocide. More recently than World War II. Do you see any think pieces? Do you see anybody getting upset? He's cosplaying as one of the most genocidal leaders of all time. This is exactly what Chairman Mao wore. He's not dressed up. I mean, that's AI, but this is what he's cosplaying as. Guy who's, you know, borderline a communist. If he could be a communist, he would be, but he says socialism. This is what he's about. But nobody's going to criticize him for this. You're not going to see any articles about that. But Chairman Mao was guilty of the same things that leaders during World War II were. Genocide on a mass scale. And so they keep saying 6 million people died in the Holocaust. Chairman Mao killed 60 million people. If that figure from Mao is correct, that's 10x genocide. Why don't we see any? Do you see Times of Israel? Do you see Jerusalem? Do you see him banned from nightclubs? Do you see him banned from the streamer awards? Do you see Twitch getting all up in arms about that? Is Twitch going to face any backlash for the fact that at the streamer awards, where everybody is, he's dressing up like Chairman Mao, genocide elite? No, they're not going to. Because it's not really about genocide. It's not really about the amount of people that died. It's an ideology problem. It's inconsistent. Thanks for the 20, Ronsu. I don't mind the song. I see what you're saying. Okay, I didn't ask your opinion, but thank you. Ye's song does run parallel with blacks hating, so that it's not his intention. Others might see it this way. It's like, it doesn't matter what you think. It's a good song. It's a good song, and it's saying everything you're not supposed to say. Like, I like when white people say nigga because it's like because they say you're not supposed to say that. It's really about your intentions. It's less about the words. This is what I've always believed. And this is why I'm friends with people that I disagree with. It's about their intentions, right? If they have actual intentions to promote genocide, like so many of the people right now that are speaking about it do, they want to see Palestine ethnically cleansed. They have promoted it. But you can still be friends with those people. They still get platforms. They won't get banned from the club. They won't get a paragraph, a ChatGPT apology from the Miami mayor. Those people actually are encouraging genocide. Are the people in that van or the people at the club, are any of us encouraging genocide? Absolutely not. Look at the intentions. You could see the song and be upset about the fact that we're singing a song, but it's like, what do you really believe in? What's being pushed? You're saying Mao wasn't racist? And this is also the stupid thing. It's like Chairman Mao wasn't racist. So do you think that racism is worse than genocide? Do you see this fucking, do you see this retarded, how retarded that is? At least Chairman Mao wasn't racist. Yeah, but he killed 10x the people that died in the Holocaust, you fucking idiot. But he wasn't hateful, but he killed 60 million people. Obviously, that's worse than racism, stupid idiot. Genocide is worse than racism. Like, why is that even a discussion? But he wasn't racist. He killed his own people. Stupid. But this is where discourse is at. My cortisol is spiking. Thanks for the 10. It's a great song. NPCs don't look at art deeper as what they see at base level. And here's the thing. Art is provocative. Art is supposed to make you think in a different way. If you go to a museum, do you see all the Satanism being pushed? Go to the club. Listen to all the satanic music. Lil Nas X twerked on the devil. Do you see all these articles? Do you see Lil Nas X? Is he banned from all the clubs? He's promoting the most evil ideology out there. Anti-God. Promoting the Antichrist. They still play the music. Doja Cat can dress up like the devil in all of her music videos. Doesn't get canceled. Ken Carson can have an Antichrist tattoo. He doesn't get canceled. He doesn't have to, he doesn't stop getting tours. He doesn't get banned off Spotify. Playboy Cardi has Antichrist tattoos. He could still headline a festival. He could still get promoted by Live Nation. He could still get on the radio. If you're going to say that this song needs to be banned, that this is the worst song ever, if the Miami mayor is going to come out and say this, all TMZ, they're going to write these articles about a song saying, all my niggas, then be consistent. Or else it's not really about evil. It's not really about bad ideology. These people can't promote Satanism, can't promote murder. Listen to a whole lot of Red. It's like, I've been thinking about homicide. I've been thinking about homicide. That's how a whole lot of Red starts. I like Playboy Cardi's music, I'm not going to lie. But he's thinking about homicide, thinking about homicide. He's saying, I'm on X, I'm on codeine, I'm on X, I'm on codeine. Over and over again, that's spell casting. I've been thinking about homicide. He's literally thinking about murder. Still play that in the club? Why? Why? Oh, because it's not racist? But all your ops are black. Everybody on the op block, everybody you're getting back, it's all black. You could say like, my choppa hate, 21 Savage could say, my choppa hates niggas. My choppa hates niggas. Why is that song? Why is 21 Savage choppa hate niggas? Why is that not banned everywhere? Why can he still perform at all the clubs? Why don't you see TMZ writing an article about that? Is Choppa hates niggas? Is that not racist? If all the people you're criticizing, if they said the same thing, if they say my Choppa hates niggas, they're going to get banned. How come Spotify can keep that song up? It's funny. The ADL here, Anti-Defamation League. This is an organization that started to perfect a Jewish pedophile back, I think in the 30s, well before World War II. ADL, we should ban the ADL. All they've done is try to censor people. You know, they've written many articles about me. That's probably why I'm banned on Instagram, TikTok, and they apply pressure. Their whole point. And the leader of the ADL, Jonathan Greenblatt, he has also said that modern Christianity is anti-Semitic. Jonathan Greenblatt, the leader, the CEO of the ADL, he believes that Christianity is anti-Semitic because they say that Jews killed Jesus. That's a common belief within Christianity. The Jews are the ones that killed Jesus. And to that's core, that's promoting anti-Semitism. That's who runs the ADL. People that are giving money to Israel to commit genocide. So the group of influencers featured in this video at a club in Miami includes Nick Fuentes, Andrew Tate, Myron Gaines. Each of them has millions of followers on social media and use their large platform to spread vile hate and extremism. The modern Nazis of today, if you're going to get all mad about that, the modern Nazis are the Nazis in Israel. It's the same thing. The reason that Zionism exists is because they believe that they're chosen, they deserve this land, it was promised to them 3,000 years ago, and they can ethnically cleanse based off of that. That they can completely kill, they can push people out of their homes, murder all of them because that land is promised to them. It's a racial superiority complex. That's how Zionism started. That's the modern day Nazi ideology. ADL promotes that. It's not about, see, their criticism here is not about hate and extremism. It's just about the other side. Thanks for 10. You said, SNEAKO, much love to you, bro. People don't realize that being Muslim is submitting to Allah. The haram police don't commit haram themselves. Or they commit haram themselves, but I guess they'd rather you leave Islam than see you go to the club. No, a lot of the people, they're just doing it for clout, you know. And thanks for the 20, Justin. Appreciate you. Here's what Vendome, the club, said. And I think this was written by ChatGPT personally. And I do feel bad for them. Vendome has completed its internal review of the unfortunate circumstances and events that occurred. Blah, blah, blah. The isolated incident involved 3 people which have been terminated from their employment and have no longer affiliated with Vendome. They're fired because of a song. Fired. But all the Miami clubs, I even see David Grubman talking about that. Why don't you fire the people that play my 21 Savage Choppa Hate Niggas? Why don't you ban people that are promoting Satanism? We have permanently banned the individuals involved in this incident from Vendome premises. They are no longer welcome at our establishment under any circumstances. Vendome was unaware, strict content. We recognize the real harm this incident may cause to the Jewish community and to Miami Beach as a whole. But they don't care about black on black violence. They don't care. Thanks for the 10. You do good. You challenge Nick on his imperious and ideas, and he's your friend. Yeah, no, I disagree. Nick's one of my best friends. You know, he's a good friend of mine. We disagree about a lot. I disagree with his take on Venezuela. And I'm not a Christian nationalist. I'm not a white, I'm not any of that stuff. But we agree that Israel has captured our country. And also, he's my friend. Like, it's okay to have friends that are different. Like, if you're not capable of that, I really do think you're low IQ. If you can't communicate with people that are different. And we should get past that. People like this, there's tons of tweets. Like, I could even just scroll my timeline and show you. Someone's spending an awful lot of money to make sure the far right look brown and gay. Sure. I think the suit's hard, though. That's a good suit. You're gay. It's funny, too, that you see from the left. This is what's super ironic about and inconsistent and also really exposes left-wing ideology. Have you noticed the number one thing that they're saying is that, oh, these people, you're gay, you're gay. People are posting the group photos from the party saying, oh, all you guys are gay. From the left. People like Dean Withers, others, Zionists, everyone criticized. All the liberals are saying how gay it is that we are hanging out. Oh my God, they're putting on suits and they care about their appearance. That's gay. If you're using gay as an insult, what does that expose about what you believe in? If immediately what you're trying to do to discredit, if immediately your first insult is you're gay, what does that say about what you think about gay people? I thought you guys were, I thought love is love. I thought you were champions of that. I thought you have the rainbow flag everywhere. I thought it was about pride. It shows that they really think it's disgusting deep down. Using that as their first insult. Because Nick doesn't want to be like, girls at the club, more often than not, are going to be whores. Most girls that go to the club are not marriage material. And so Nick's like, yeah, no, I'm good. I don't feel like talking to these girls. I'm not going to get married to them. He's actually following Christian Catholic doctrine. You should wait until marriage. And they say that that's gay. It's like he's actually staying true to what he believes in. He doesn't need to waste time talking to these girls. I'm not perfect. I was talking to the girls at the club. Sinful. I got to control the lust, but it's just so revealing that they use the same thing that they pretend to be champions of as an insult. So, here's Jerusalem Post. Fuentes, Tate Brothers, and SNEAKO seem blasting Ye's HH Miami Club. Next to 10, it seems like you're trying to self-sabotage again. Bro was cheesing so hard when he got him banned, then he does this. Yeah, I mean, I didn't stream it on YouTube. YouTube doesn't have an off-platform policy, and at the end of the day, it is a song. It is a song. And, I didn't expect the day to go like that. That wasn't my expectation. I didn't know I thought it was just gonna be a collab. And YouTube allows you to collab with people that are banned. I saw, you see those screenshots going around. Laura Loomer, I'll just say the name specifically. You guys say she looks like Jigsaw from I Want to Play a Game. You say that's what she looks like. I don't really know the woman. She's tweeting at me nonstop, and she's saying I was throwing up salutes. I wasn't. She was taking a screenshot where my arm was up pointing. It's saying, oh, look at him throwing salutes in the club. No, I'm not doing that. I don't do that. But the way she talks about Muslims is exactly how she's insinuating that I speak about Jewish people. I'm Jewish myself. I'm 12% Jewish. Again, people getting upset saying I'm promoting the Holocaust. I am a product of the Holocaust that happened in World War II. Hope somebody clips this. The reason I exist is because my grandfather fled the Holocaust. He was a half Jewish man. He went undercover. He changed his last name. My last name is fake. And then he immigrated to Haiti. He met my grandmother. She's black. And now I'm here because of that. My last name is because of Adolf Hitler, because of what happened in World War II. Just like so many people in America. My grandfather fought against the Nazis. My grandfather, probably most of his family was wiped out. We didn't even find out about this. I didn't know this until very recently. He kept it a secret his whole life. His whole life. You guys are saying unfollow. Yeah, you go ahead. So why would I be a Nazi when I'm a product of that? My grandfather fought against these people. It's just a funny song. They tell you can't enjoy this, you can't say this, you can't say nigga, you can't. It breaks down the limits of free speech. And what is American values really? Saying, oh, you're brown, or you say you're American. American values, it's about free speech, it's about democracy. It's about, and I didn't commit a crime. I'm literally following the rights that we're given as Americans. Oh, you can't say this, you can't say that. But really, what makes this country so great is that we don't have a dictatorship that doesn't allow you to say certain things. But now what you're seeing even in Miami Beach, police are coming up to people's houses and saying, oh, you said this, that was anti-Semitic. They're going up to people's houses in Texas and saying, you criticized Israel. We are seeing our free speech rights being infringed upon. And when I see a song that goes against that breaks that down and really triggers the people that are trying to destroy the rights that we have as Americans, I like it. Doesn't mean I agree with it, just like I don't agree with everybody that was at the party and at the club. But this is what being an American is all about. This is what democracy exists for. This is why this country's here, is to fight that oppression. Great interview with Tate. Yeah, we're going to go and react to some of that in a second. Why are your ears so big? Because I'm Agent Obama. I'm an American patriot. Jerusalem Post. Yeah, I mean, like, this is Israeli news. I want to see people push back on this. These people should just stay the fuck in Israel. Don't talk about what's happening in our country. If you don't agree with free speech, Jerusalem Post, Israel Times, then go fuck off to Israel and shut the fuck up about what's happening in America. In America, we have free speech. Even if it upsets you, just like 21 Savage to say my choppa hates niggas. Just like all the spinning out block and all the black on black violence, we are able to say this in music. We are able to say this in conversation because we have free speech. If you don't have that in Israel, then stay there and shut the fuck up. But the reason they say that is because they see America, they see our country as a colony. They are taking over our country to fight their wars for them. They take all of our money. They take all of our tax dollars. And that's what's so ironic about Hassan clutching his pearls about this while promoting Chairman Mao and dressing up like him and LARPing as a communist who killed 10 times the amount of people that Hitler killed in the Holocaust. Is that, one, the ADL also criticizes Hassan. Benjamin Netanyahu said himself, Hassan Piker, he said that saying free Palestine is the new Heil Hitler. He said, according to the ADL, according to Netanyahu, you're the same. You're the same. Maybe you're invited. I don't know why you hating from outside of the club. You can't even get in. You can't even get in. Fucking. They say the same thing is about you. Free Palestine, to so many of these people, is on the same playing field. The reason Jerusalem Post, all these people are against it, is because they want to take control of America. Because they want our government to all be blackmailed by Epstein. They want all of our money to be sent to them, to destabilize all the nations around Israel, to fight all their wars, so that they can continue to expand. They can have greater Israel. Why else is this foreign country in the Middle East talking about people going to the fucking club? Why are they talking about people? We just went to the club. Miami Beach Stephen Miner said he was deeply disturbed and disgusted after a video of influencers chanting Nazi slogans in a nightclub went viral online. He issued an apology. Let's go see. We love you, SNEAKO. Your heart is good. We hope you and Nick stay safe. Nick, no lie, has the biggest target in his head. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that as well. Give me a second. I want to bring up what the mayor of Miami Beach said. The mayor. I responded to him, got a ratio, the Miami mayor, L Yap. So did Nick. He said, shut up. Stephen Miner, Miami Beach mayor, L Yap ratio, hold that L. Hold that L, Miami mayor. You got ratioed. Yesterday, a group of influencers came to the Vendome nightclub chanting slogans that glorify the Holocaust, symbols of hatred, genocide, and one of the darkest chapters in human history. I'm deeply disturbed, blah, blah, blah. He murdered 6 million. Miami Beach is inclusive in this. But these influencers who spread hate should never have been welcomed into this club or been allowed to play a song. We can't even be welcomed into a club. But once again, Stephen Miner, you will not say the same thing when a song comes on saying my chopper hates niggas. Stephen Miner, you will not say the same thing when Lil Nas X twerks on the devil. When they promote Satanism. You won't. And that's hate speech. That's evil speech. You won't condemn that. It's music. Stay consistent. If you don't want music to be glorifying bad things, then everything you hear in the club's got to stop. TMZ. Goofy stuff. Hey, thank you for the $20, Iraq Show. I think y'all in the club did a good thing to persuade Gen Z and Alpha to stop. Gen Alpha to stop going to clubs, which are the equivalent to Weimar Germany horror clubs. Clubs do nothing good for religious men. No wives are found in clubs. Yeah, no, the club is a waste of time. You know, but it's funny. It's content. Like, this is what I don't recommend. Don't go to the nightclub if you're not making money off of it. I mean, you shouldn't even go to the club in general, but it is NPC activity. Obviously, we go. They don't pat us down. Like, we get to go in with security. You get to walk right in, right? You get the section. I don't have to spend any money. Actually, I make money when I'm there. Other than that, you shouldn't be wasting your time. Absolutely not. You know, that's a good. It is a giant waste of time. Thanks for the 50 real vigilante. Big 50 in the chat. Appreciate you. I really enjoyed the Avengers meetup. The energy, mindset, and unity were on point. I was hoping to see the yacht collab. Respect for building something real and bringing people together. Keep elevating and pushing forward. God bless you and your soul. I appreciate it, man. Big time. Nick Fuentes entertained SNEAKO and others Posted video partying to the song. It's gross as you expect. Full of salutes and head bobbing. Oh my God, head bobbing. Oh my God, did we head bomb too much? Steiny's texting me. He said he was trolling. I'm going to FaceTime him right now, see if he picks up. He's watching the stream. Aaron Steinberg says he was trolling. I don't think he picks up. I don't think he picks up. I think he's coping because he realizes, I think he got caught. He's not going to pick up. He was not trolling. He just saw the help. Yep, and he didn't pick up the phone. He just realized how unpopular it was. And these are the tactics. This is the cancel culture tactics. Ban the club. Get people fired. Get you canceled. Censor you. Get you off of all platforms. Head bobbing. Oh my God, they were head bobbing. He's texting me again. It's funny though. Steiny's always outside. He's always in the clubs in Miami. He's always there. Do you think that he's going to be banned from any clubs for platforming Benjamin Netanyahu, the war criminal? I don't think so. I don't think a mayor of Miami is going to say that, oh, we're all inclusive and Benjamin Netanyahu is a war criminal who's killing Arabs. Benjamin Netanyahu is committing a genocide against Palestinians. Therefore, we denounce Aaron Steinberg. Do you think you're going to see that from the mayor? Nope. Nope. He's texting me again. Why? I didn't say anything bad about you. Yeah, he's just, you guys are seeing it in real time. In real time. Steiny. He's saying I didn't say, yeah, you didn't say anything bad about me, but you're advocating for people for people's lives to be ruined because you didn't like a song. That's not American. Thanks for the 10. Sadio Mane is the greatest African player. I like Hakimi. I wish Morocco won, but congrats to Senegal. What else do TMZ say? The song has been widely condemned. We are aware. We want to be clear. Vendome, blah, blah. Okay. It's the usual playbook. And it's funny, too. It's like Nick Fuentes' first time in a nightclub, and look what happens. Poor guy. He just wanted to have a Red Bull and see what the club is like. Niggas can't live, man. Can a nigga live? Can a nigga live? Can a nigga breathe? Can a nigga... New York Post. And again, it's like, what New York Post, what the fuck does this have to do with New York? This is in Miami. The only thing New York about this is the fact that I'm there. Why are you even writing this article? And it's like, it's funny because the ADL and these people, they'll say that you're anti-Semitic if you insinuate that they have overwhelming control of media, and then they write media that kind of proves that. This has nothing to do with New York City. This is people just going to the nightclub in America, in Miami. And you're going to write this and also say, oh, you say that Zionists control the media? That's anti-Semitic. Okay, then what do you think this makes people believe? Oh, it's anti-Semitic to say that Zionists overwhelmingly control the news and the media, and then they debank you, and then they get you fired, and then they brigade you, and then the mayor, and then... So... If you head bob too much, he's still texting. Steiny's still texting me. He's saying, kind of lame to come at me when I've only had your back. Then pick up the phone. He's playing victim now. He's playing victim now. But he won't pick up, then pick up the phone and talk to me. Imagine if Africa went to Russia to tell what Russian can or cannot say. Exactly. Exactly. Why are people in Israel telling us what we can do in America? Let's see this. All the think pieces. Why do you see Jerusalem Post condemn this? Saying what's allowed under our rights. It's not illegal to listen to a song. Why are you going to tell American citizens what's allowed and what's not? Stay in your country. I'm going to call him again. Need to get a haircut. not picking up. He won't pick up. He won't pick up. He won't pick up. Because people don't deserve that. I mean, it's not. I'm criticizing Steiny because like these people who run the club, they should not lose their jobs, or this shouldn't happen because of a song. That's why. Because what you're promoting is anti-American. Rabbi Shmuley, what did he say? Miami Beach, where I was threatened, blah, blah, blah. He's really upset. What did Rabbi Shmuley say?
Miami Beach, Florida. Hi, everyone. I am sitting here in shock about what happened in Miami Beach, Florida on Thursday night. You had 6 of America's worst anti-Semites, public anti-Semites, Hitler lovers, who all gathered at the high-end Vendome nightclub in South Beach, Florida, and had Kanye West's theme, Heil Hitler, played in front of an entire nightclub.
An entire nightclub?
While people sang.
Oh my God, singing.
Raunchy.
Singing. Oh my God, singing in a nightclub? Raunchy? In a club? No! Don't tell me people were singing and being raunchy in a club.
And were celebrating the Heil Hitler anthem.
No, Shmuley, it's celebrating free speech. Maybe I shouldn't even give this guy clout. It's celebrating free speech. Freedom. Freedom. And if you don't like it, go to fuck to Israel. You love Israel so much, go there. Live there. Get out of this country. Because we have free speech here. We can listen to music. People are raunchy in a nightclub. People are happy to listen to songs. This is what it means to be an American. You don't like it, get the fuck out. Thanks for the 5. SNEAKO, you don't promote him. He just wants others to react. Yeah.
Which is a call for Jews to be gassed and put into a crematoria. That happened in Miami Beach, Florida.
Again, I don't think he knows. I'm 12% Jew, Rabbi Shmuley. I'm a product of the Holocaust. My last name is fake. Just like Jonah Hill, Feldstein, just like Emily, just like Benjamin Netanyahu, all these people with fake Jewish last names. I have that last name. I exist because of this. I exist because of the Holocaust. My grandfather fled.
SNEAKO, who I had an impromptu street debate that was watched by millions of people, for those of you who saw it, disgusting, vile, reptilian, knuckle-dragging, Neanderthal anti-Semite. Nick Fuentes, ignorant, just piece of human excrement, disgusting, rancid Jew hater. Vollicular, who I don't know, another.
He got, and see, this guy's all about clout, and maybe it's even a mistake, giving this attention. Because look at that, he got universally crushed by me. This was over at the end of 2024 when Trump got elected, when Trump was promising no new wars, and I was there, and the whole purpose I was there was to wake up the MAGA movement to the Israeli control, right? And great debate. People love that. You got crushed, Shmuley. You got absolutely demolished, but he doesn't care. He only cares about views and clout. Because he's like, millions of people saw you get destroyed by me. You had no points. You tried to call me you pointed my security guard saying, he's black and, oh, you're a white supremacist. Look at me. I'm a white supremacist. Look at me. Are you stupid? You're a Christian, a Muslim. I mean, he had nothing. Destroyed him. But he's still bragging about the views it got. Yeah, it got views because you look like an idiot. And again, he's going to say raunchy. Look at the language. He's saying, oh, it was raunchy. He has a dildo shop with his daughter. That's his business. He makes money selling butt plugs and dildos with his daughter, saying it's kosher sex. The rabbi. He makes Jews look bad, and I told him this to his face. I love Jews. I want Jews to be able to live in America. Rabbi Shmuley is being more of an anti-Semite, is promoting more hatred towards Jews than anything he accuses me of. This guy's is an embarrassment towards Jews in America. He's painting himself in blood. He's making himself look like a clown. He's dancing on children. He sells dildos with his daughter. He has the worst reputation for Jews. He's making Jews look bad. I love Jews. I want Jews to be able to exist in this country. And it's like, what do you think? Do you think that you are a positive voice for the Jewish community? No, you're worse than anything that you're saying we are. raunchy, then close your dildo shop. Thanks to the 14. Salam alaikum, but other sneak. Keep up the good work. The reactions from this are hilarious. Yeah, I know. It's
Anti-Semitic, Andrew Tate, misogynist, pig, I mean, you're talking about the scum of the earth, and there were others as well. And
Gaines.
this, who else was it?
Myron Gaines.
Myron Gaines. Oh yeah, Myron Gaines, who does the Hitler salute. Literally does the Hitler salute. Myron Gaines, isn't Myron Gaines the person who wore that cookie? He wore a t-shirt that said he wants 6 million baked cookies?
Yeah.
Yeah. Myron's my friend, and you know, I do need to speak with. I'll say this publicly. I'm going to talk to him privately as well. I think that stuff does not help anything really. You know, like wearing that Cookie Monster thing and stuff. I don't think it's helped. He's really passionate about the stuff. He's like, we're taking our country back. All this. I don't see how that helps. I think it only gives him more ammunition to be able to say that, because that doesn't represent me. And you know, because we're friends, it's like everything that he says they can now attribute towards me. I wouldn't wear something like that. I don't think that it's, obviously it is free speech, but it's just, I don't see that as necessary. I mean, that's what, I don't know what you guys think. Myron's a W. He's very smart. One of my best friends. You know, he has a really good show, but I think it dumbs it down, right? See the way that Myron Gaines speaks about geopolitics, the way he's able to describe what's going on in Venezuela. His knowledge of geopolitics is incredible. For somebody that's known for being a manosphere red pill influencer talking about women, he's one of the best geopolitical commentators in the game. But when you wear that shirt and stuff, and it's saying like, "Oh, we bake cookies and stuff," and I think it makes people box you in too easily, and it also doesn't reflect well on me and others. So, and you're saying, yeah, I do want to keep it. I am going to talk about that, but I'm saying it publicly because it's like now. Now they're saying that I'm throwing up salutes because he is, right? And you know, everything, we're all in the same video, and they're now the media is putting us all in the same category. So I'm going to speak about that privately, but I do have to say it publicly as well, because now, look, we're all, especially like Myron tweeting, we're all, an attack on one is an attack on all. He's making it seem like yes, we do agree upon a lot of things. Like I agree with Andrew Tate about a lot of things. I disagree too. Like I just disagree with Nick about a lot. I agree on some stuff as well. But it's like, we're a unified front. An attack on one is an attack on all. Not really. Not really. People attack Nick for different things. It doesn't mean that, like, if they attack him on that, it'd be like, yeah, that's an attack on me. No, not really. Not really. You know, they have their own disagreements. It's not like we're not really fighting on I'm a different religion. You know? I'm a different skin color. You know, like when people attack him, it's like, imagine this. Myron saying we're all a unified front. If an attack on one is an attack on all. When people attack Nick on the Venezuela take, I'm not going to be like, that's an attack on me. It's like, no, that's a disagreement. That is an attack on that belief. Doesn't mean it's an attack on you. I disagreed with Nick yesterday on Venezuela. We had a conversation that was good. There's a pic of you saluting. I just covered it 3 times. That's not real, bro. They cropped it. Just because I put I'm pointing up. Is this now a salute? That's like calling Mom Donnie waving or like Elon Musk saying my heart goes out to you a salute. It's not. I literally am pointing up. I'm in the club and my arms are up. I want people to clip that in for people to know. Salam Sigo, the Prophet told us about a war between the Muslims and the Jews and the Christians are the middle of that. Okay. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you.
Comparing murdered Jews and 1.5 million gas children to cookies that are being baked in something like an oven. I want to tell you, the Vendome nightclub in Miami Beach should be freaking shut down. Now, I had said from the beginning that look what happened to me a year ago. I had said to all of you, December 1st, 2024, I was sitting and writing a speech for my friend Robert Kennedy Jr., my dear friend. Some ideas for a speech.
You're saying Stigo Myron has a freedom to do that, and I think he's making people wake up. You know, yeah, I completely. He has the freedom to wear a Cookie Monster shirt. He can do that, but that song is so good, sonically and everything. You immediately he starts. It gives them the opportunity. Like that clip and everything, the response would have been completely different depending on the way, like I've seen a lot of people hum it. Like I've seen Ziaz and Bilu like hum the song and say it's good sonically. So many people who disagree with it agree that it's a good song. The optics could be completely different depending on the way you understand? I heard they're paying all of you. Who's paying me?
He was nominated by President Trump to be HHS Secretary. I was viciously, rapidly attacked by radical Islamist Faiz Akbar.
Okay, we'll move on from this guy. It's just this guy. I don't know who this guy is, but he's saying a Mexican, Arab, and Haitian hosted a cringy party.
These guys are absolute losers.
Yeah. I mean, look. Yeah, I don't. Actually, I have nothing to say. I don't know who that guy is. Him talked about him. I don't know. Like in this video, he's saying that like I'm platforming. So this is a criticism from you. Oh, I'm platforming. Do you not realize that you're platforming by reacting to it? That like, oh, you can't. You're platforming them. So are you right now. Stupid criticism, and. Yeah, I think it's very clout focused because I've spoken to him a lot. He's been in my home. We've hung out. Even when he took a long break from content, like me, I was always checking up on him and all this. And now it's just because he disagrees with the people that are on my stream, and there's this whole thing like criticizing my character, psychoanalyzing, saying that I'm fidgeting, and even in that video, Don is saying that like I shaved to try to look whiter, that I'm bleaching, like saying that I'm trying to, in the comments people are like, okay, he's trying to make his skin lighter to be a white supremacist. It's like, dude, I live in New York City. First off, it's winter. Reason I'm coming to Miami, I'm trying to get a tan. Like I'm a little tanner right now because I was able to get some sun. The psychoanalyzing is incredible. And it's funny because people like Don will go like Wakanda forever, criticizing and saying like I'm platforming white supremacists, but they have the same sort of ideology for black people. They'll champion Malcolm X is one of my biggest inspirations, if not, no, he definitely is. And he says the same things that white supremacists say, that black people should put themselves first, that black people should have their own neighborhoods, that they should uplift each other, that they should dress properly, that they shouldn't let themselves be in a house slave mentality. I have ultimate respect. Malcolm X is, the biggest inspiration of all time. Right? And he literally embodies the same thing. That's why he was embraced by a lot of white supremacists during his life, because they saw what he like, okay, yeah. The white supremacists like, yeah, we'll have our own communities and black people will have their own communities. So it's really, I think it is coming from a victim complex and also an inferiority complex. Thanks for the 50. SNEAKO, is there a contact info available for all business inquiries? If yes, what's the best place to reach you? Send me a DM. It depends. Oh, also message at 98 on Instagram. 98 the words, not the numbers spelled out. Thank you. Big 50. I appreciate you. I'm going to react to this Tyler Oliveira video afterwards. David Icke said little boys in short trousers claiming to be alternative media. It's like, dude, it's yeah, we covered that stuff. I guess I can move on now. From this happened yesterday.
What the fuck? Man, y'all guys are everywhere. Hey, I'm a really big fan. Can I buy y'all a round of drinks? Oh, sorry. Can I buy y'all a round of, can I send y'all a round of drinks, or? No?
This happened yesterday, and you could also see the other angle. I'll show you guys right now. It's right here.
Hey, I'm a really big fan. Can I buy y'all a round of drinks? No? Sorry.
Sorry. Can you get him out of here, bro? Sorry. There's recording glasses on. I think we should get him a little quicker for stuff like this. That guy was 100% just... No. Yeah, we gotta be...
I see you guys are saying LN. Oh, you're weird for making him seem like an assassin.
He had recording glasses on? There was a big light on his glasses. Dude, eagle eye.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that hard. It's like a giant block.
I didn't even notice that he was from... And I wouldn't have noticed that.
Yeah, everyone's saying LN, you're making it seem like an assassin. First off, you're an idiot. This guy was also at Vendome. He came the night before. He was stream sniping. But the reason that I ended the stream was because the security was too slow. Someone should not be able to get this close, and I was the one who told him to get away. I should not have to be security on my own stream. It was also not my security guard, it was Clav's security guard. I ended the stream because I realized like this is not safe. Like if it's that easy to access us at a dinner table, we should not have been doing this. This is, I probably should have been more responsible. We all should have been. We all should have been just like, oh, you got to protect him more. Like, okay, first off, we're all adults, but we should not have been in this situation. And if it was that easy for somebody to come up to the table, then you have to be cautious, especially post Charlie Kirk. You could see the rhetoric from the left. I saw Hassan Piker's fans were saying, oh, look, all these red pill people were in the club at the same time. Nobody took advantage. Oh, all these people were in one van. Why didn't anybody do something? Look at what's happening in Minneapolis right now. A lot of these people are insane and genuinely want violence. You understand that if I were to be, something, God forbid, happen to me or happen to anybody at that party, they would celebrate. Look at the reaction from Charlie Kirk made that evident. It should not be that easy to get that close. And the security was slow. You know what the Clav security guard said? It was on stream. He said, oh, I thought you knew him. I thought you knew him. That was a major red flag for me. You know, I like the guy. I don't know him that well. We got to hang out while we were doing a lot of streams, but that's a big no-no, bro. Big security risk. The fact that he assumed that immediately, instead of assuming that, okay, random guy coming up to the dinner that we didn't tell you about before was, why would you think that I knew who this guy? Why would that be your security? You should immediately assume the worst, not, oh yeah, I thought you guys knew him. A guy out there with the glasses on. And apparently he's kind of a Nick parasocial, so I think I did make the right call. And we got to move a little bit better. Honestly, I don't even think that Nick Fuentes should be doing more IRL streams. I think that should be it. I think, you know, when he was in New York, we were playing. It was very safe and it was good. But from here on out, you know, I see he doesn't want to do AFPAC anymore. I don't think he should be doing IRL streams. And I think he agrees. I'll let him speak about that. But it's just too much of a risk, bro. It's not worth it to get some content. We should have kept it all here. And you know, when you get caught up, this is the issue with IRL streaming constantly. You kind of get a little bit jaded and forget about reality. I've been doing this for a long time, seeing the collapse of Fuzi, with Neon, with all these people. You lose a sense of, it can become dangerous. And you could, you know, I saw some other guys like jumped off of a van doing IRL streamings. He broke his leg. It can make you a little bit, you know, when you're constantly online. I think I made the right call, especially when you saw afterwards. We should not have been there. I'll continue to do IRL streams, of course. You guys see me stream in New York City all the time. I don't think I have a target on myself like that, you know. But got to be careful, bro. Got to be careful. And especially like the whole time. The reason I call it, like I was looking around. You know, I stay strapped everywhere I go. New York, Florida's now it's an open carry state. When I first moved here, it had to be concealed, so I don't even have to hide it. I wasn't aware of that, so I can literally, but I'm like there, I'm supposed to be having dinner and enjoying the stream, and I'm looking out the window like I'm a security guard. We were walking around the streets and I'm looking when Nick's taking pictures, like I feel like I am security. Whenever we hang out in New York everywhere, I feel like I'm kind of acting like security to some extent. And it's just that this is not the way you should live. Anyone saying like LN, oh, you're scared, you're pussy. It's like, it's just safety comes first, bro, ahead of content. So I don't know what you guys think, if that was a W or L. It seemed like most people understood where I was coming from, but that's just, you just got to move like that, bro. That was a little bit irresponsible. W? Okay. Yeah. SNEAKO, I want to hug you. I want to see you have a good heart and don't give up on your dreams. Hopefully see each other in heaven. Yep. Thanks, man. You did good? Okay. Yeah, we were all, it wasn't just one person. Like, don't blame me completely. Like, so we were all in that. And even Clav, man, I think Clav should move a little bit smarter too. I saw him the other day. It's like when he was wandering around with Sush before that stream, he didn't have security on the stream. Got to move a lot more careful. And but at the same time, it's cool to see, because like you see all this hate online and criticism, especially from Nick, and you see like the way when he walks in the street, everyone's asking for pictures. Groy bets, women are coming up to him, which I like. You know, it was in the vlogs and the content. I like showing people that it, like online is not everything it seems. That you would think that there'd be all this hate, especially, you know, most controversial man, but look at the love. Look at everybody super excited saying, oh man, keep speaking up. We were getting suits right before the stream. We were at the mall and like people in their 40s and 50s, like these old white men were coming up and just like, oh my God, yeah, like showing complete respect, shaking his hand. I don't think so many of these other conservative commentators, all these people writing think pieces, they don't have that reception. We act, you react. You know, they can write make their little stupid videos and whatever, but you don't got the streets like that. You don't have the streets on lock like that. But yeah, I like the optics, but you got to move careful. So not gonna happen anymore. So enjoy those streams while they exist, because I don't think they're gonna be around forever, if not ever again. That's just the way the world is now, man. Tate's lawyer said something. Andrew Tate is a litmus test for free speech on the internet. Thank you for the 20. I was a New York City paparazzi for 20 years and dealt with all the top security teams. Nick should have literally former military and security and former Secret Service guys protecting him, not just a regular bodyguard. Yeah, the Tates had crazy security. They move militant. The way they're everywhere. They move like they have Secret Service. That should be how we are moving. 100%. Yeah, you're right. The reality explains why influencers who they themselves operate at the edge of protected speech joined the Tate brothers for a night out in Miami shortly after their arrival. That gathering was not an endorsement of anyone's views. It was a defense of principle. The principle that even speech. Yeah, he's right. And he says at the end, to be clear, Andrew and Tristan Tate condemn anti-Semitism and any glorification of Adolf Hitler. Free speech is not a license for hate. There's a clear line between expressing views and promoting hatred. Andrew and Tristan reject hatred in all forms. Yeah, they didn't know that. Andrew and Tristan Tate didn't know we were going to play that song. They didn't know. They didn't ask me to say that. That's true. They were playing country music. You know, they didn't know. And if TMZ's saying that head bobbing is this horrible thing, then you could say that. But, you know, it's like if you go to the club and you bob your head to Lil Nas X, are you now a gay Satanist? If you go to the club and you hear 21 Savage saying my choppa hates niggas, are you now promoting black on black violence? Do you now condone that? No. So it's ridiculous that they even have to say this, but that's the level of pressure you get. That's what it is, man. Okay. I wanted to react to some of this. I was talking, first time speaking to Tate in a long time, in like 3.5 years. I thought it was good. You can see the videos are up on SNEAKO, my second channel. Second channel's been doing really well. There's been a lot of great content. But posting all these videos. James Fishback was great. All this stuff. But I thought this was very interesting. I won't play this whole thing because it was already streamed, but I wanted to react. Let's see.
How else could the world operate?
It's inevitable it's going to operate that way, surely, yeah.
The world is only ever going to be constant and endless conflict, constant and endless ego. Like this idea that we're somehow going to one day unify.
No, we're not.
Kumbaya.
No, there's going to be, I never said that.
Okay, exactly. So it's only going to ever be one way. And you have people who are going to you have all these different influences, all these people around the world are trying to exert their capabilities on the entire planet at the same time. And whoever's most fearsome in the realm, whoever can get the most done, e.g. currently Trump, is going to be the one who has the biggest influence on culture and the world. He's just snatching fucking countries now.
Trump doesn't think he's going to make it to heaven. He said it on that plane. He thinks he's going to hell.
Who knows who's going?
Audio bad? Let me turn on my headphones. Yeah, if you guys saw this, I recommend checking it out. I think it was a good convo. And look, me and Tate have had a lot of public disagreements over the years. He's done a lot of streams talking about me. I've done a lot of streams talking about him. But it never really got too personal, which from both sides. He said, we were joking around because he said I make arty farty videos, which is just kind of, I said that he joined the Matrix. But we understand that there's some things in common, and there's some things in common. It doesn't mean that because you disagree that you have to be, enemies, right? Let me fix this volume. If you guys can hear
Exactly. To live with a pure heart and do our best. But that's your point. The whole point of being a man is to exert your will. So I don't know. I'm trying to actually think how I can go through life as a man.
Where'd you get that idea?
No, but when you walk into a room, you walk a certain way to exert your will on the room. You want people to have a certain impression of you when you when you conduct yourself as a man. You want women to think of you a certain way. Your entire life is exerting your will.
But where did you get the idea that that's the purpose of being a man?
Because that's...
Sonny's texting me saying that he's trolling. Oh, he's saying, can you fix that? So call in. And he's like, can you fix that? I'm not going to speak for you. Sonny, I'm not going to, he's watching the stream saying that he was just trolling. Can you fix this? Then dude, then call in the stream and say it. Explain yourself. He's asking me to do PR. He's giving me, I'm getting the call right now, chat. I'm literally getting the call. Pick up the phone, man. Can I do?
Hold on. I'm watching the national championship game.
Okay, you're a little laggy, Sonny.
Wait, can you hear me or no?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Let me get on Wi-Fi. I'll call you right back.
All right. All right. He's willing to call. Yeah, he's at some. There's like some big football game right now or something.
Women have been protected by men who exert their will. That's what a tribe was. Men would fence off some area and say, this is ours. Women stay inside. Since the dawn of human time, the only men who ever survived were the ones who exert their will. That's it. And the biggest characters from history, the largest names you can name, the ones we all learn about, the ones...
Do you agree with Tate or me on this?
...that matter were the ones who just exerted their will to the largest degree. The man who wakes up and doesn't want to make his mark on the world is just forgotten and crushed by the men who do. You don't have to leave your mark on the world. You can just be a fucking pawn in someone else's game. That's fine. But yeah, we're all here to leave our mark. Why do you make those arty-farty videos, SNEAKO?
Because they're fucking good.
Well, you want people to watch them, right?
I want to have a greater impact with them.
Okay, you want people to watch them, and you want people to enjoy them, and you want to make people think?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Well, hopefully I'm making them think the right things.
All right, but you're exerting the things that you want them to think. So you're exerting your impact, your will on the world.
My point is that everything that I think that is good and wrong, it comes from something higher. It doesn't really come from...
We'll get into that. So it's more about whose will are you really imposing? You know? Here's Stein. What's up?
What's good?
So you were saying you were just trolling by telling them to give 1-star reviews to the club?
Wait, say that again?
You said you were just trolling with that tweet saying to give 1-star reviews to the club?
Well, I was just fucking around. I mean, I didn't. That's why I was only up for like 2-3 minutes. I took it down ASAP.
You said you're going to give $1,000 Zell to people who do it.
Bro, by the way, BB, the owner who let you guys in, is like one of my closest friends. I go to Vendome all the time. And I've been helping him deal with this whole situation.
Okay, I don't think that people understood, or anybody, this. I didn't assume that was a troll.
No, that's why I made a statement saying, too, that Vendome's one of my favorite clubs in Miami. And was promoter Nate there that night?
I don't know. I don't know the promoters and stuff like that.
Well, like, that's where me, Steve will do it, 6ix9ine. I've probably been there 100 times.
Okay.
What do you take of the whole situation? Like,
look, I mean,
like you're pretty happy
look at 6ix9ine's music. 6ix9ine's music, Gummo. I love 6ix9ine. Look at the song Gummo. He says like, Blicky, killing nigga iffy, like about killing black people, about gang violence. Just like we listen to music all the time that glorifies violence.
Yeah, and I agree with you, but it's not targeting anybody specifically who could be there, right? I would say the population of people that go to Vendome is probably a strong percent of them are Jewish, and that song affects not just one person in particular. Like if 6ix9ine makes a song targeting one of his gang members, you know, you're targeting an entire group of people that are attending the club. So I think whether or not I've made a tweet that was pretty stupid, I mean, you guys hurt the business probably a lot more than I did.
Yeah, my point is we shouldn't try to cancel people for playing songs. So if you're saying you're trolling, but trying to brigade a club with 1-star reviews because they played a song you didn't like is against free speech. There's a lot of songs that are playing in the clubs that I don't agree with. And look, I mean, most rap music targets black people. 21 Savage has a song that says, "My chopper hate niggas."
No, I get that. I'm just saying that's a song that's publicly been taken off of Spotify. It's hurt many people, and just to see what the response has been, I'd say that, yeah, sure, it was a dumb tweet that I regret tweeting, probably had just as strong an effect, if not you guys, had a way worse effect on the business for the club. I've been talking to the guy all day, and he's just trying to do damage control because a big population of people that support him are Jews.
Right. Well, okay, you're saying I damaged the business because a song was played that I was enjoying in the club. You were actually trying to get them. You were actually trying to hurt the business. I was just listening to the music.
Yeah, but did you guys not request that song to be played?
I didn't.
Was someone in your group?
Honestly, I don't even know who did.
Yeah, well, like I said, I talked to BB about it. He's a great guy. He treated me very well. That was pretty stupid to do in the moment. But regardless, I think that...
Wait, so were you trolling or not? Because why would you apologize if you were just trolling?
Because I think that it came off as me being actually serious, and actually, yeah, you're right. I think it could have hurt, but that's why I deleted it very quickly.
Okay, well, so do you think that song should not be allowed in clubs?
I don't think that a song like that offends people should... There's no point in playing it, bro. There's millions of songs out there where...
What about the people that are offended by Lil Nas X twerking on the devil? Should Lil Nas X be banned from the club because he's promoting Satanism?
I think any club that's playing Lil Nas X probably isn't doing too hot business. So
No, but should that be banned off Spotify and banned from the clubs?
I mean, did Spotify ban it?
No.
So then probably not. Did they ban the song that you guys played?
Yes, that song is banned from Spotify, and
does that insinuate that it's probably not a good song to have played for the people that are trying to have a good time and spend money?
Well, you're judging it based off the people that control Spotify and the clubs. I'm saying, should it be?
Let me explain it this way. Would you agree that song probably offends a lot of Jewish people in the world?
Sure. Just like I think a lot of hip hop offends a lot of black people and probably does promote a lot of violence. You're saying that song is attacking and promoting violence towards Jewish people. All of hip hop is attacking and promoting violence towards black people.
I agree, but a lot of the times those songs are targeting specific people, bro.
Yeah, just like most hip hop targets black people.
I would just say this. You have if I'm at a club and I'm spending 10, 25,000, whatever it might be, and a song notably that offends pretty much every Jewish person out there is played and hurts the feelings of that group, they'd probably be pretty upset because they're like, yo, I'm spending all this money, I'm trying to have a good time. I think that's a pretty valid point.
Right, but we have free speech. If people get upset about music, then wait till the next song plays.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I'm just saying the fact that it did get removed from Spotify and it is arguably, one of the least favorited song by all of the Jewish people has some merit to it.
Okay, well, I mean, if enough black people say that there shouldn't be gang violence promoted in music, should that be removed from Spotify as well?
I think that's really up to the rapper, right? Like we
No. Up to Spotify or up to the clubs. Should the clubs and Spotify take a moral stance the way they have with the song that you don't like? Should they apply that logic to all of gang music?
I actually can't answer that question because I'm not sure whose decision it was ultimately to have that song removed from Spotify.
Well, the mayor issued a statement and Vendome had to apologize. Do you think the mayor should also condemn hatred towards black people? Should Vendome also apologize for playing music that targets blacks?
If there's a group of people, if a group of black people came together and said, hey, we really don't like this song, we don't want it on Spotify, if there was that sort of situation where a group of people come together with enough power and enough...
Do you think black people have enough power to do that in America?
Yeah, I think if you have enough people that come together, you can do a lot. So if enough people come together and they say, hey, we fucking hate this song, and you go to a club and a group of white people are sitting there dancing to it, that's going to offend a lot of people, right? We can agree on that.
Yeah, it's not really about the amount of people because what are Jews 3% of the American population? It's more about the ADL. It's more about people in politics.
They're 3%, but all those 3% are affected and care, right?
So it's the amount of people, or so what are you using to justify whether a song should be banned? Even though we have free speech in America, we are able to have free speech.
I'm just saying it's arguably the most controversial song, and it clearly offends a lot of people.
But why is that song more controversial than Lil Nas X twerking on the devil and saying "kill blacks"?
I honestly have never even heard that track. I don't know if that's if that was in your favorites on your Unwrapped on Spotify, but I honestly don't even know that one.
Yeah, he was famously in a music video twerking on the devil that made the rounds. Everybody saw that.
Can you name one song like you were talking about, like with black violence, like
21 Savage, "My Choppa Hates Niggas"?
No. But can you? Was there a group of people that came out, or anybody that said, "Hey, we can't have this"?
Yeah, Christian groups have said we should not allow Satanism in music. That's been Eminem had the number.
That song specifically, which I have never heard one person come out and say, "Hey, we can't have this played." and I know you haven't either. That's
Yeah, I've seen Christian groups have done that for years, ever since Eminem was promoting the devil.
song?
I just said music that promotes Satanism.
No, not that specific song. So you can't use.
Okay, but it's not about the specific song. It's about the idea, what's being promoted. People have been pushing it back against Satanism in music for decades, and we still see all these rappers embrace it. Ken Carson has Antichrist tattoos. Doja Cat is promoting Satanism in her music videos, but it's still played, even though there's pushback.
Yeah, I mean, listen, man. I think there's other sides to it too. I think that being a controversial song, you never know how people are going to react. I've been in a club shooting. I've seen a guy get shot in the club. There's a lot of dangerous places in Miami, and I think at the end of the day, you just want everybody to feel safe and have a good time. That's really all I think it is.
So, do you think that people are shooting each other over that song that you're upset about, or are they shooting each other over songs with gang violence?
I can't speak on my behalf, but if there's somebody there who gets super upset and wants to act out, which causes a scene and people get hurt, I think that might be an issue.
Who got hurt from that song?
I don't know, Jews there?
Nobody got hurt. there was no violence. Everybody went home.
But don't you think that could have been a possibility?
I mean, there's no instance of it, but there's instance of, like you said, you've been in a club shooting. Was it that song, or was it who was responsible? Who was there for the shooting?
I don't want to get into too many details about it, but it was like a gang-related thing.
Oh, gang relating. So, okay, yeah, say the race. I mean, look, we know what that was about, and that music encourages it. My point is, if we're going to say that the song, like music should be banned for being controversial, music should be banned for promoting violence, we got to stay consistent. If we can't promote things that are evil like Satanism, then if we can't promote that song that you don't like, then we got to ban satanic music as well.
Yeah, I understand. Listen. At the end of the day, bro, I think you know that song pisses people off, and
there's a lot of music that I know, but you keep going.
No, you're absolutely right.
Some music pisses a lot of people off. Like I get pissed off seeing Satanism in music.
Yeah, you're right. I'm not denying that. I wish I would have texted BB before, but I mean I've been talking to him.
BB.
Trying to help him through this. No, he owns Fendom. That's his name.
Oh.
Yeah. Don't get him mixed up. That's the guy. I sent you a screenshot of our text.
Okay, I didn't read it yet.
I don't know if he was there that night. Did you meet him or no?
I don't know. But a lot of people shake a lot of hands.
Yeah, he's a nice guy. But anyway, listen, dude, I'm always down to have civil conversations like this.
So am I.
We agree, we disagree on a lot of things, but...
And then going forward, but it's like, have civil conversation. Instead of trying to get people fired and get clubs canceled, let's speak about it. Let's have a conversation like this.
You're absolutely right. He definitely was not the right person to target there. So I will admit that I did target, and I shouldn't apologize for that. That being said, I'm always down to have these conversations with you.
I appreciate you calling in and saying that.
I know we have our differences, but I think this is healthy. I think more people need to do this. Especially
because you guys got your podcast taken down with Trump. Remember, you had a podcast when he was campaigning, and you guys were a victim of cancel culture at that time. For you to now employ, I know you apologize, but to employ those same tactics is a major double standard and is hypocritical.
Well, I mean, that's the other thing. So that's the other point of this is I think the internet's changed so drastically. You look at guys like I always say his name wrong, Clavicular and Steve will do it, and they can pretty much say whatever they want. I think that Trump getting taken down has made free speech a lot stronger than it used to be. So I think that's...
Well, that guy, Dave Grutman, I'm sure you know him. He's said that he's banning us from all of his establishments in Miami because we were listening to a song he didn't like. You agree?
So I agree that I mean, that's up to him. Dude, he owns those places. It's like saying if you piss somebody off and you want to go to his house party, it's up to him if he wants to allow you in or not.
Do you agree with it in terms of principle?
I can see why he's doing that. Yeah, I will tell you that I think people... Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Did I lose you?
No, I can hear you.
Did I lose you?
I can hear you.
I think that I can tell you that a few people from your group have reached out to him specifically, trying to get in contact with him because they know how strong of a relationship that is, and I believe he's refused to do that.
Okay, but then don't get upset about YouTube banning you guys for platforming Trump.
Well, they changed their minds, so maybe he'll change his mind.
So
right, listen, I'm gonna go back to watching this game.
Enjoy. Good to talk to you too, man. I appreciate you saying this.
All right, bye.
Yeah, people can do what they want on their platforms and their establishments if they don't like it. But then at the same time, you cannot take a moral high ground and say that YouTube shouldn't have banned us for platforming Trump. It's YouTube's platform. They can do what they want. Free speech needs to be allowed. You need to be able to encourage free speech. Because if you draw the line and say, oh, it's because it hurts your feelings, then you are infringing upon American rights. But shout out to Steiny for doing that, for having that conversation. W. Steiny for calling in.
If I was just doing it to serve the self, then I would say that was wrong.
But I'm saying that you're exerting your worldview, or you're exerting your creativeness, or whatever you want to call it. You're taking part of yourself and exerting it on Earth. You want people to watch it. You don't want to. You otherwise you wouldn't make it.
Right.
So basically, this conversation, this back and forth, I think you could see the difference. What I like about it is the difference between, I think, what's worldly and what transcends that. Right? He's saying it's okay because this is how the world operates. I understand that. I understand that the world is going to operate off of war and off of ego, but we shouldn't let that dominate. We should strive for something better, should we not? Thanks for the 50. SNEAKO has so much power now. Steiny and others have to call SNEAKO to apologize. SNEAKO, together we will make a change. SNEAKO, please ask your team to check messages. Okay. Yes, thank you for the 50. And yeah, I like that. To be honest, I don't think Steiny was trolling based off that conversation. I think he just realized he was unpopular. But I do appreciate him still calling in and saying that. But I don't think he was trolling. I think that's clear.
You know? Why when you have two teams playing basketball, why does one team even want to win? Who gives a fuck? You have two teams playing basketball, there's no money involved. Who gives a shit? Ball in the net. Who cares? No one dies. Why does one team want to win? To force the other team to lose. You lost. We made you lose. You tried to win, and you couldn't. That's why. That's human nature. That's the nature of man. It always has been. So, everything I do positive in the world doesn't come from a place of philanthropy. It comes from a place of forcing my worldview on the planet.
But that mindset exactly is why the world is the way it is, right? If we all operated... And I didn't want to get too like brother in this conversation because obviously the setting and stuff, and I think it would have, changed the dynamic. But you probably know what I'm thinking. It's like the reason we have wars, the reason the world is the world. We could live peacefully. We could. We know that if we put ego aside, which is the number one enemy, the number one enemy we have is not others. It's really within the self, and is fighting against your own worldly desires. Blinded by power, blinded by greed, blinded by lust. These things you need to actively try to control and be the bigger person in every situation. If we all operated off of that, the entire world, there'd be peace. We could have world peace. We won't. There's going to be world destruction. There's going to be World War III. There's going to be constant war. But the only reason war exists is because of ego. That's the only reason there's conflict. That's the only reason that people can't have food. There's enough food on this earth for everybody. There's enough resources for everybody. People don't need to live in poverty. There doesn't need to be winners and losers. We could have unity. The only reason there is because people want to be in charge and people get corrupted by their ego, by greed, by power. And even though we know that this is inevitable, people, not even people with powerful voices and influential people, everybody should do the right thing regardless and should try to make the world a better place. Just because we understand that it's corrupt and that people are in charge and there's only so much we could do, you still have to do what you know is right. That's my point. And, there's a religious route you can go there, but I don't think it would have been received well. I do think it was communicated. But you understand is like Tate saying, Genghis Khan, Alexander the Great, these people, the conquerors, they are there to exert their will. He's seeing that as the pinnacle of masculinity. I'm asking him, where'd you even get that? Because where did you get the idea? He's saying it's men's duty to exert their will. Based on what? Where did you get this idea? He's basing it off of world leaders, off of powerful people, saying that your duty here is to be remembered, is to conquer the world. Alexander the Great, he's remembered, right? He has you could see Greek architecture in Persia. You could see these cities built, and it's because of the conquest and the conquering. And so his name is remembered forever. My point of view is you're dead. Alexander the Great's dead. You did all this conquering, you spread your name everywhere, you exerted your will. Now what? Now you're dead. You don't get to even reap the benefits of it. You don't get to see it happen. You're literally dead. Your time here is so temporary. And knowing that this life is so temporary and that these things are a test, it's like, well, let's think grander. Let's think of on a grander scale. You're going to be dead forever. You're only alive for a little bit. There's only a few things that are inevitable, but death is one of them. Our mortality is guaranteed, no matter what you believe in. I'm only here for a little blip. But you've been dead way longer than you've been alive. For the entire existence of however time has ever been around, you've been not alive. And forever after you die, you're going to be dead for way longer, infinitely longer than you are alive. Understand that. So where are you going to be? Where were you before you were? Where are you going to be when you die? Hopefully heaven or hell, right? And all the conquering and all the will exerting and all the dominance you did on this earth, is that really going to be important when you're dead for eternity? Probably not. Everyone's saying your name and all this stuff. Is that really going to matter? No.
I want people to sit there and listen to me and go, you know what? I don't even like him, but he's fucking right. And I'm going to think like that now. Because the software that is installed in my brain allows me to be more capable and competitive if I listen to him as opposed to listen to anyone else. I don't even like Andrew, but if I listen to him, my life gets better. And I'm not trying to help them. I'm just trying to tell motherfuckers what to do. That's it. I don't claim to be the nicest man in the world. I'm not an angel.
That would be the ideal place, although it won't exist. You know, enough people thinking that way.
So he thinks, like, when I say this, he's thinking, and he said it in his pod, he said before, like, that I'm thinking in the kumbaya fairy tale world, right? I'm advocating for something that won't exist. And that's true. We understand. But I still think he should. I mean, like, that is the most important, that is the best thing you could do with your time here, right? Try to make it the best place you can. I don't like there's a lot of nihilism in the red pill space. That's why I say it's dead. I'm not saying he's red pill. Obviously, he distances himself from that. But the red pill, and even Klav, like, they operate off of this individualist mindset, which is good. I mean, it's really hard for the average guy to be able to live and exist in this world. It's more difficult than ever. But when you get to this completely nihilistic state where it's like, it doesn't matter, I'm just going to only benefit the self, you're going to hit a breaking point. We saw it happen to Dan Bilzerian. That's why he's completely shifted. Dan Bilzerian does not do what he did before. He's talking about geopolitics. Dan Bilzerian used to be a completely degenerate, hedonistic person. He was on private chats, Instagram models, just living the life, just doing whatever the fuck he wanted. And he said so many times that this is empty. Klav says it. He slept with hundreds of women, and after it's like the same thing every time, and it's empty, it's soulless. You get the post-nut clarity. You're like, why did I waste my life force on this whore that I don't want to marry? It's feeding the ego. It's feeding nothing. So what's more important? What you can do, and especially if you agree with Andrew Tate, where he's saying, I just do it for myself. I try to help people for a selfish reason. Then really the most selfish thing you can do is help your community and help the world, because that's the best dopamine you get. The highest you're going to feel is by making the world a better place. That's the most satisfaction you're going to get, seeing other people benefit from what you've done.
Yeah, but if you had, think what way?
Not in terms of competition, but in terms of unity.
Yeah, but even unity in and of itself needs organization. And organization means competition. Who's the leader? Life is war, friend. It's only ever going to be constant and never-ending war. All of it.
Let's turn on TTS. How do we turn on TTS, CZ? Do you have the link in Discord?
Yeah.
He's already sent it to me?
Yeah, I did. Should be in there.
It's the Streamlabs link, right?
Yeah.
And then added as what? Browser source?
Yeah, browser source.
Okay. Turning on the TTS. And mods, pin it in the chat.
Such thing as this whole peace, kumbaya. The only way to unify 100 people is to convince those 100 people that there's another 100 people out to get them. That's it. You can unify as a team if you know there's another team out to kill you. But the second that other team out to kill you is gone, now you're all going to turn on each other. Right. For example, if you had a small country in the Middle East and you had to unify all of your people, that allowed you to get away with insane corruption, for example, and you had a corruption charge, you had all this craziness happening, you would have to convince the people inside that country that the entire world hated them.
But if we understand, the world will always operate off of war. We understand that the people in charge are operating from greed and ego. Shouldn't we use as much influence as we can to fight against that?
That is war. Fighting against war is war.
that's the best war.
But the difference is it's spiritual warfare rather than worldly warfare. That's the difference.
That's the right war.
Well, it's because you think it stays peaceful. You think using your words to fight against guns until eventually they turn up with guns and then you have to use a gun or shut the fuck up. And a lot of wars are people trying to fight against you.
Okay, let me pin the TTS in chat. I see it. Let me get this up here. All right, let's go through Discord, and there's still a lot more to cover. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream right now. Who's up in the chat right now? TTS is pinned. Love speech.
The
Talk to
video
me.
was too loud. I could not hear your answer about your camera and lens for IRL stream.
I just said I just used different cameras like 4 times, bro. It's like not that difficult to find out. I use a bunch of different cameras, like FX3s, different stuff. Okay, TTS is pinned. How you guys doing up in the chat right now? Come talk to me. Yep, the man. Thank you for the gifted sub. Thank you guys and all the super chats so far. Combine the chat. It's not working right now. Ideally, I could. But yeah, good to see you guys. Good to see you guys in here. Was there, what else? I think I finished all my tabs. Oh, I saw this from Bryce Hall. Let's go see this.
You know who I really want to beat the shit out of? Like, okay, I'm trying not to sound like just a douche. That clavicular kid. You know that kid, the one that gets face surgery all the time and then talks about looks maxing.
Yeah, I don't think he's gotten face surgery, Bryce.
That kid.
And you want to fight him?
No, I don't want to fight him. I want to beat the shit out of him.
Even more then.
No, just because I thought I think it would be so funny to just watch his like cocky ego just completely shut down. Because I used to be that type of kid. It's like the cocky ego just getting shut down.
Oh, he sees himself
down watching.
So
like,
it's sort of like fighting myself like 5-6 years ago.
Oh no, I was not that bad. I was not that bad. I was just dancing shirtless and not sexually harassing women and judging men on their appearance.
I'm going to Dana Ross's event next week, Anon 22 versus Jason Love, and I'm sure he'll be there. So I'll make sure to ask him, would you fight Bryce Hall?
No, he would never. He would never.
Why?
He would die. Like that would just be like him signing up to get his ass beat. Like it would not be. It wouldn't even be like.
Yeah. I mean. Sure. Oh, we're going to react to this video as well. I didn't get to see this yet. Tyler O'Vera said, I am not suicidal. It's funny. It's been 3 days since he dropped this documentary. Tyler O'Vera dropped a scam, or video exposing a scam.
Nick should do a live stream in Chicago. Restaurants out there is great, and there's lots of vibrant and good energy all around.
He dropped a video exposing the same scam that the Somali daycares were guilty of, and you haven't seen any coverage from the same people that are promoting Nick Shirley. Funny. Why? Because this seems like it was worse, like a scam on a greater scale compared to what's happening with the Somali daycares in Minneapolis. But you don't see the same coverage. So we'll go react to this video afterwards. And he says he's not suicidal because basically they put out the statement in Hebrew saying, don't interact. The great danger. Let's put the truth on the table. Don't talk to these people. When you see a person with the camera and mic, don't say a word. They're saying, don't talk. Don't talk to them. All right, let's go through Discord clips before we get into that reaction. Let's see what's going on. Put this up top. Make sure to join the Twitter community and Discord too. It's been a couple days since I went through here. Yeah, I know I haven't done solo desktops in a minute. Just been, so it's good to catch up today.
I cut a ride with your suicide doors, lights on the ropes. Two support they don't cope. Two to slide when I stroke. Tell her get it out the flow. I told her get it out the dope.
Oh, Erica. Yeah, you're not gonna see her do those same firework appearances anymore.
Oh, wait, real quick, I can't have pork.
No, it's not pork.
Good. Damn, what is this?
You know, it's funny. A lot of people think Arman Sarukian's Muslim just because of where he's from, but he's Christian.
It's pork. Okay, take some Armenian word. Nigga is not Armenian. Wait. You like color your hair, huh?
Yeah, bro, I wanted to look more like manly. I think this makes me look better.
Manly?
Yeah. What do you think?
No, this is gay shit. He's Indian. He's Indian. Pakistani Indian.
Can I feel your ear?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Arman, he's really taking advantage of the situation. He deserves a fight. Arman Sarukian should be fighting for the title right now. But they gave it to Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett to sell more tickets. And nothing against those two guys. I've met Justin, but let's be real. Arman is the #1 contender. The reason they're not doing it is because it's not as marketable. But he's taking that time off to do a good media tour, and he's getting a lot of love. I think more UFC fighters should see what he's doing and, take note. If you're gonna take a lot of downtime, wrestle, do the other competitions, and just make sure people remember your name.
Do you have a lot of money outside of MMA, Arman?
I do not. My father maybe has.
If you weren't a fighter, what do you think your job would be?
Hanging out on my island.
Yeah, I came in with the saw. Yeah, I came in with the saw.
I also like that he's a rich kid that is not afraid of being called a rich kid. I like seeing people own who they are. That's what I like about people saying, "Oh, you're friends with white nationalists." Cloud's not a white nationalist. It's like I'm just so tired of seeing white people live in this apologetic state. That are the like white liberal. Seeing people just own it and not live in this like looking for acceptance all the time. It's refreshing, and I think more people should do that. That's why I get along with those guys. Here's, oh God, you're platforming people. Yeah, I disagree with them, but at least they're existing without looking for your approval.
Love you, Sneak.
Love you too. Too many people exist in this. I'm sorry, I'm white. I'm sorry, I'm white. It's like, ugh, it's pathetic to me. It's just pathetic. So maybe that like people like Bryce are gonna say that's cocky and stuff. I mean, at least he just is not afraid of who he is. Dude, I just shaved and you could see like started bleeding. I could have like these blood marks here. You see that? I fucking hate that. I'm like bleeding right now. It's fine. How when you shave all the time?
It doesn't matter. You had a $1,500 budget. You spent $2,100, and now you want the $600 back because you're not in the show. Tough luck, buddy.
Anonymous just tipped $2.
Why don't you define integrity to me?
I don't need to define anything. I'm just saying.
Okay, well then fuck off.
You're just saying like people can.
It was good to see Tazo the other day. If you guys remember from Japan, he stream sniped us in Brooklyn.
Event, and then you're just not going to pay them back when you tell them like we're going to reimburse you for this, and this, and then you don't do it.
Did you directly ask me? Did you ask me directly?
Not you directly.
No. Okay, then shut the fuck up.
It's part of the process.
Like you spent an extra $600 out of scope, and I have to reimburse you for that?
No.
That doesn't make any sense.
WSPSneak.much
Listen,
of
I'm
what
gonna
we
need you to...
just talked about deals with dissolution of the ego, something done with psychedelics.
You don't need
Out
psychedelics.
of curiosity, have you experienced...
Yes, I've done, but you don't need psychedelics, bro. You don't need psychedelics. You just have to understand that, like, you're not people that think that it's all about their will and everything. You didn't create yourself. Something created you. So try to serve that. Try to serve that. You're serving yourself is that's what Satanism is all about. Satanism is all about tricking people to worship themselves rather than worship God. I think you need to understand, you don't need psychedelics. You just got to understand that humans innately will always worship something. If you don't worship God, you're going to worship the self, you're going to worship a celebrity, you're going to worship a false idol. Look at the way Trump has his cult like that, even though he's refusing to release the Epstein files. He's got these people on a cult-like grip because they worship Trump. They worship him. They worship America instead of worshiping God. You can't put any ideology, you can't put anything above where you're supposed to. And the highest thing is the creator, is God. And I think that's what helped me understand the world better, is understanding that if you don't worship God, you're going to worship something. You're going to worship something. And when you understand Satanism, you understand that it's not like the lack of worship, because it's going to be something. If you don't worship a higher power, you're going to worship yourself. It's not even worshiping Satan. Satanism is about worshiping yourself.
Fuck off if you're not going to apologize, okay?
What's wrong with you? What? Holy shit. You're in the wrong here, by the way.
Yeah, I don't really care about this IRL and shit.
I want to know the full list of what I'm not supposed to fucking say. And I'm going to say everything on that fucking list every day. Give me the list. Give me the fucking list of what I'm not supposed to say about Israel, about what I'm not supposed to say about Jews. And you make that illegal, I'm going to say it every fucking day. And I am anti-Israel. period.
Let's go.
I am fucking anti-Israel. Because the ADL, I know the ADL doesn't work for Israel, but if Israel doesn't shut their fucking dog down, which is the ADL, their little attack dog, they can shut them down tomorrow. Shut them the fuck down. I can't have the ADL and this law at the same time. I cannot have the ADL in business accusing people of being Holocaust deniers with this particular system. Fuck Israel. Fuck Israel. Fuck the ADL. This can't stand. If you want to make me fucking hate the people you want me to like, keep doing this. Keep telling me you're going to put me in fucking jail for my opinion. In this case, an opinion I didn't even hold. You motherfuckers. And by the way, if somebody votes for this, I need the whole list of anybody in the Senate who votes for this. I want to know if there's any fucking Republican who votes for this. If you're a Republican in the Senate and you vote for this, you're my enemy. I will try to do everything I can to get you out of office. I will defame you in every fucking way I can figure out how to do it. I will figure out who your opponents are, and I'll help fund them. I will vote for a Democrat over you. If you're a Republican and you let this get passed, fuck you. You're dead to me. You're dead to me. You are my enemy, mortal enemy. And by the way, I'm fighting to stay in a jail. You don't think I'm going to put some energy into this? Fuck you, every one of you. No, this law, if this becomes a law, I'm not going to act the same.
Let's go. Rest in peace, Scott Adams. Someone sent me this. Neon responded to Tate. Tate was saying that like he didn't understand why people watch Neon. Well, he did say like I don't agree. But Tate said people should kill themselves if they watch Neon. I was like, damn, bro, it's fucking harsh.
Andrew Tate, this dude, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. If it was Andrew Tate before the Misfits fight where he lost versus Chase Demore, I would have felt the way, and I would have been like, damn, is he right? Am I a loser? But he got fucking shit on, all right, by a fucking reality star. So I don't care. Andrew Tate's opinion in 2026 just does not matter to me at all. Back then, I would have been like, yeah, fuck, man, like this kind of hurts, but we don't care.
I like Neon. You guys know one of my brothers, bro, makes good content. I don't agree with what Tate said.
It's funny how in your conversation with Tate about Venezuela you got him to pretty much admit he believes there is no real morality and it's all about perspective, like there...
Might is right. Yeah, see, it's not just about... It's not human. You can't prioritize human perspective. That was a good conversation. I don't have to say much to... But yeah, he did kind of admit that. Neon, like his content. Don't think people should kill themselves. I don't agree with Tate. But at the same time, I don't think people should criticize fighters that don't ever fight. Right? Tate lost the fight. You guys saw that? And people are making fun of him and stuff. But if you're never going to step in the ring, I don't think you have the right to talk about it. That's my point of view. Right? I think people that get in there deserve respect, win or loss. You know, we'll see. Maybe Neon's going to do a fight one day, but until you do, I don't think that you can change judgment off of somebody getting in the arena. And he could have a disagreement with Andrew Tate. Obviously, he disagrees with him, and you know he's right to defend himself, not based off of that, not based off losing a fight.
Shit on. All right. Bye.
That's my perspective. I don't know what you guys think.
I don't like bad spirits around me, so I need to know if you like a bad spirit or bad energy. So I got like some holy water and shit. See? I was gonna spray it on you. See, you devil. You the devil. You know what I'm saying? You the devil.
That's Yubi though.
I need a new dust filter for my Hoover Max Extract Pressure Pro Model 60. Can you help me with that?
Saying this is me after that collapse.
Well, hello there.
I mean, that's stupid. Dude, I've been banned for 3 years. I'm still here. Like, I made millions of dollars while banned on all platforms. So, respectfully, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You had all the platforms while I didn't, and I still made way more than anybody saying that I'm going to lose my life. So, first off, you could suck a dick. Second, do better. Get back. Like, you had YouTube and TikTok and all these websites where you could print millions and you did nothing on it.
They think HH is bad. Wait till they hear about Lil Jeff.
I don't know Lil Jeff. Like, you were able to use it as, oh, now you're going to fucking get canceled and be unemployed. Well, for years, since I was on and off YouTube, I made millions of dollars and you did nothing. You did nothing with it. You think I'm afraid of, if I was afraid of getting canceled, then I wouldn't be making, like, I've lost it all and maybe I could lose it again. I'm still going to find a way to be here, bro. You think I'm new to this? You think this is not my first rodeo. I've been here before. ADL, TMZ, all New York Post, New York Times. Get right. Like, really. Really, bro.
Well,
But if you think if it ascends me, I'll do it.
okay, it sends you right.
Are we beating our face-ins today or no?
Gosh, so that's not something I would recommend at all. I'm not on that side of the world.
You're on the genetics side.
I'm more on the okay. There you go. You know what I mean? But I know my fair shares. You know, I had a couple celebs. Worked with Shay. You know Shay?
Oh yeah. The black basketball player.
Basketball, yes, exactly.
Hold on. They're saying react to Fresh and Fit. Let's see. Myron told me to pull up, but yeah. And I didn't talk about that yet. Fresh, he didn't apologize to me, but he came up to me at the club. It was on stream. He put his hand on my shoulder and he's like, "Yo, I know you're I don't know what he said. Like, I know you're mad at me, but we're still something." He basically like offered. It was like, all right, let's just squash it. Fresh and Fit is fresh. FNF is Fresh and Fit, but you know, yeah. And Myron is really wants to, you know, just move on and stuff. But bro, it's just like, I don't know, man. Oh wow. This is they're doing this tonight. That's dope. It's been years since man, I haven't done it in a long time. Yeah, no, he's done. Said lots of things. He's lied about me. You know, when I got unbanned on YouTube, I don't need to like say it all now. But what do you guys think? Kicking YouTube chat both. You think just squash it? It seems like that would be the way. And same thing. You guys were telling me to squash with somebody else, and I saw like they were doing a whole Twitter space. So talking. It's just like I don't trust people who act like that. I don't trust people. Oh, just squash it. Be the bigger person. And then, bro, time and time again, people. When I'll tell you guys, when people show you their true colors, believe them. Believe them. Believe them. So.
Well,
but if you think if it ascends me, I'll do it.
Okay, it sends you right.
Are we beating our face-ins today or no?
Gosh, so that's not something I would recommend at all. I'm not on that side of the world.
You're on the genetics side.
I'm more on the there you go. You know what I mean? But I know my fair shares. You know, I had a couple celebs. Worked with Shay. You know Shay?
Oh yeah. The black basketball player.
Basketball, yes, exactly.
Yeah. Times of Israel. Miami Beach mayor condemns pro-Nazi party at nightclub. Jesus, bro. A Nazi party. Footage shows anti-Semitic far-right online personalities dancing to the song. Dancing to a song. Yeah, it's like, this should be, to anybody that doubted if we are an occupied country, here's proof. Why is the Times of Israel talking about a party that happened in America? It's just a song, not even a party. They're selling a pro-Nazi party. We went to the club and they played a song. And the Times of Israel is here, showing who's boss. Yeah, we're occupied.
I'm MJ. Just saying that my name's MJ.
Is this MJ the King?
I just want to say thank you for teaching me about politics. Thank you for teaching me about women, how useless women are. You know, they really are useless. Thank you for helping me not being a simp again.
No. Women are not useless. Women are very useful. I disagree with the red pill on that. Besides, I think Tate even posted that clip on Instagram where he's saying, you want to talk to them? And they're laughing, you know, which is, but women are very useful. Women are great. We love women. We love women, and they definitely are useful, bro. So.
And I was a simp before, you know. I was a simp before, but since watching you and everything, you know, thank you.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
WMJ. Arabs spreading Fed slop. I just spent 6 days road tripping inside Iran as an American. They didn't know I was an American. If they did, I definitely would have made it out. Secret Service pinned me. Tehran was dark and depressing. The body counts here. Yeah, even if all this is true, Arab, I don't think we should go to war in Iran. This is what they're trying to push. So in putting out this video, even if this is true, and maybe this journalism is accurate, why is it our responsibility to save Iran when we have all these problems here? Look what's happening in Minneapolis right now. It's borderline, it looks like borderline warfare based off the videos of the protests. The guns that are there, how upset people are. We have crises here. We have a fentanyl crisis. We have a male loneliness epidemic. We have a debt problem. We have a healthcare problem. And you're going to say that we need to go fight a war in Iran right after regime change in Venezuela? No, I'm not going to. I don't support foreign wars. I don't think America should get involved here while we have these problems. Let's put our country first. To be like, oh, you support Iran. You support. No, I don't support Iran. Like, it's just not our issue. The fact that people don't understand that. No war in Iran. We are not here to fight their wars. We made enough mistakes with regime change. Learn from Iraq. Learn from Vietnam. Just look at American history. I am done having this country play America's police, and I will use my voice to prevent it as much as possible. Iran is unstable, and you're supporting the... I'm not supporting shit besides what's happening here. I pay my taxes. I don't want to keep spending more money for foreign wars. You think I want my tax dollars going to this? What is that going to save besides destabilizing Iran's enemies? No. No. But look, the Iranians don't like the government. So? So? It's the goofiest argument. You're like, oh, Faiz Kaysan said the Iranian government's corrupt. Train said the government's corrupt. Train lives in Canada. Like, Train lives in Canada. I like Train a lot. He lives in... So don't use his opinion to justify America fighting that war. Troops are going to need to go there. American kids are going to die fighting that war. Taxes are going to go up. While more problems happen domestically, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Just squash it. Fresh helped you when you were banned Brownoid.
Did he? No. No. Oh my God. This TMZ. Andrew Tristan Tate didn't sing songs, so we're not anti-Semites like Nick Fuentes. Yeah, like it's a picture like Nick's not even doing a salute here. He's literally just raising his hand.
Renee good! Renee good!
Look at them. They're going into a church.
Renee good! Renee good! Renee good! Justice for Renee good! Hands up! Don't shoot! 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 Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! This is the house of God, and we're
Yeah, I know. This shouldn't be going on in a church. This is a place of worship. It's getting mixy here. And it's funny, though.
Don't squash it. You deserve a public apology. You've been getting shitted on, and all you've been was loyal.
Yeah, no, but people's egos are at play. I don't think they're, people are really egotistical in this space. The pastor's an ICE agent. Yeah, I know, but dude, it's like a place of worship. This shouldn't happen, man.
Whoa! Stop recording and generating your notes! Saying material! Promoting ING! Do you hear me?
Yeah, her cortisol is all the way spiked here, man. Her cortisol.
Salam, bro. Just wanna say don't reject all other people call you a fake Muslim. You're an honest Muslim and that's respectable. Being a Muslim in the West.
Yeah. Whatever, bro. Whatever.
We are one. We won't stop fighting. We won't stop fighting. Till ICE is gone. Till ICE is gone.
Target says that their mission is to support the joy of everyday.
And also to the Haram police, it's stupid that I have to justify my actions because, right? It's so important for somebody. Like, look at it from a strategic perspective. If you understand that America controls the world, which really Israel controls the world, right? Then having somebody exist in Western society who's Muslim, who's speaking up for the right things, always, who has a loud voice, it's especially with all the propaganda, for someone to like be on the inside is super beneficial. Look how non-receptive they are to people from different countries, like people in Pakistan saying I'm not doing the right thing. First off, you're not doing anything, and also no one's going to listen to you. Americans, where influence matters, people, you're not making any waves, and you're not going to make any waves because you're not existing here. You have to exist within. They don't see that. It's like, not that I'm an undercover, but I am here, like within. I'm in the den. I'm in the thick of it. Everybody knows I'm in the thick of it. So it actually is beneficial. Like, you shouldn't be friends with him. You shouldn't be friends with him. It's like having these conversations gets it out there to people that would never listen before. You see how many people that you're friends with the kuffar, dummy. Look how many people are now listening to what I'm saying because I'm friends with them, because I'm having you're platforming them. That is getting the message out there where it matters most. No one's going to listen to you. Like, you don't speak English properly. You don't look the part. You don't understand what it's like being here. You're not going to do anything that way. You're not going to have any impact ever. Let me cook. I have been cooking.
Life for all families. Then do it.
Do it now.
Yeah, kick mods. You guys need to step up your job. Like, why am I modding?
I sit here not only as a mother or a grandmother, but I sit here as a great-granddaughter of an immigrant. And I sit here and I ask Target, you must stand with us. You must stop.
You must stand with us, she says, sitting.
You're discriminating. You must.
Sitting in a Walmart. Like, goofy shit, bro. Yeah, we read this earlier.
You might want to repark your car, though.
I'm not transparent.
I'm very. Whoa, man! Get off my stuff. Get off my. Get off. Hey! Don't touch my stuff.
Man.
Do not touch my stuff.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
What are you doing?
You?
Oh man!
Don't touch my stuff again.
Man. Oh damn.
That's what you get for putting your hands on people.
I mean, actions have consequences, but I feel bad for her. Oh, well, she's not gonna do that again. Oh.
That's where I'll find out.
Yeah, if she's gonna get hit by a car, she's blind. Don't cry now. Yeah, no. I mean, what is she?
You might want to repark your car, though.
I'm not transparent.
I'm very. Whoa.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no. She put her hands on him. Yeah, deserved it. How SNEAKO's publicist been moving? Yeah, my publicist is not happy. Let me see.
Yeah, I've got another client. He's supposed to be up here at 10 a.m.
What did she say?
Another one. Yeah.
My publicist sent me the crying emoji at the ADL. Fa! Yeah. She sent me the ADL link instead of crying emoji.
Supposed to be facing like 15, 20 years. Gotta get them off, son. That's a little bit. Oh, shit. How you doing?
Shit. What's going on, son?
It's all good. What's your name again, buddy?
Aquavius.
Aquavius. Yeah. Shit. Gotta put that in there. No, I did it last night. Aquavius. I don't work for the police or anything. Everything's confidential. You can trust me because I want to get you out of this, right?
Yeah.
Do you have the murder weapon?
I do.
You got it?
I got it.
All right. Then I work for you.
Yeah, I'm
on your side, right?
Yeah.
I'm on your side. Got it. All right.
Yeah, no. As a publicist right now, I don't even know like what you try to do. If I was a publicist, how the fuck you fix? Hey, thanks for the big 50, Adam. W. Adam. Hey, SNEAKO, what's the best way to contact you? I have a budget. Damn, nigga, fucking DM me. Why? I have a budget. Would appreciate if you could DM me. It's not easy to contact you. Okay, for the 5th time, message 98 on Telegram. You spell it 98. Spell it out like that. Spell it out like that. Brother Sneak. Well, thank you for the $50. Let's see. Well, okay, well, just type in the chat. What do you want to do? Let's just do it right now. Let's close the deal live. What do you want to do? If it's polymarket or gambling, just leave.
So if you're coming around with this nonsense about they stole the oil, that's not moral. They intervened in another country. You violated their sovereignty. I don't give a shit. I don't care at all. We do it all the time.
My publicist texts me again. I held my thoughts because you never respond. My thoughts, less calling out contradictions, more clarity on your intentions, who you are, and call to action. What do you want to see? Speak solutions. I did the whole stream. You have the power, especially now, to make changes actively, not just talking about it. Let's find the people who got fired.
No, we've done it for centuries. It's called Manifest Destiny. It's called the Mexican-American War, the Spanish-American War, the Bay of Pigs. We do it all the time. This is our half.
Yeah, did you see the debate we had yesterday?
SNEAKO, I apologize for hating you and not believing you about Zerka. He is the laziest scumbag content creator. The space he was just shit-talking.
Yeah, this is what people think. Believe it, like you guys, oh, just do it for content. It's like you guys want me to jester max and risk my life with one of the most controversial, the biggest political commentator in the world is Nick Fuentes. And no, I'm not going to jester max outside if the security's bad. Oh, just squash the beef. If people disrespect, like if they show you who they are, what they think, believe them. Oh, content. Fuck you.
Of the world for us to have uncontested, undisputed dominance, military, commercial, naval, every way, shape, and form. And we will take what we are entitled to. We could kidnap your leader too, if it was necessary. Anyway.
Yeah, I said this in the debate yesterday with Nick. It's like he's calling Venezuela a criminal regime. Then what does that make the United States? What is that? Oh, they're criminals. They're criminals. The difference is it's like petty crime versus international crime.
Why are there 2 chats on screen, and do you like KickChat or YouTube chat more? I think KickChat better.
I think I like YouTube chat better today. KickChat has been too rage baity. Like when I was debating Stein, they're like, oh, he cooked you. It's like they're just trying to get me to raise my cortisol. Nick's point is that they're saying Venezuela. Now they're putting Patrick's in the KickChat. Shout out to the YouTube chat, put W's. Let's see. Beef with each other right now. They're both on screen. They're both on screen. Look at the difference. It's really completely different audiences. Nick's saying Venezuela is a criminal regime, but then you can make the same argument, if not on a much grander scale, about the United States. I love this country. I want it to be better, but it's like they all covered up for Jeffrey Epstein. They all, like they're literally hiding this giant blackmail pedophile organization. You know, some of the most criminal, satanic, disgusting things ever. And not only that, you know, stealing oil from other people, kidnapping their president, that's also a crime. Right? Maybe not based off international, but also killing millions of innocent civilians because of weapons of mass destruction. That's terrorism. It's the same thing. So I don't think that's a good justification to saying, oh, they're criminals in Venezuela. Then what does that make the American government?
Hi, everyone.
Saw this. Oh, my God. This is Tate's lawyer. What else did he say? You lose your mind over guys in a club listening to a controversial song, but say nothing when the MSM infiltrates a live church service. You are fine with Jesus being blasphemed and Christians being mocked. Yet demand mass outrage the second you feel offended. Hard pass. He's right. What did Aiden say? It's not loading. Fucking let me close it and reopen it.
Hear me out.
I want Aiden to come back, bro.
We do a Shark
Tank
Tank
for a while
with you guys. You all fly out to Miami. We do it in my warehouse. It could be like me, XQC, maybe like, I don't know, like a Jake Paul or something. And like, you guys submit your shit. Like, we could have like Dana on that shit too. But like, I really want to do that. And the reason why, because bro, You guys are the fucking future. Again, I know I'm glazing you guys again. I just did. But seriously, like, imagine what is not out there because the mass person cannot reach the algorithm for it to make it. Like,
yeah, that's a great point. Kai Cenat had a secret channel for weeks and it was completely undiscovered. I mean, it wasn't clickbaiting, but it's not that the YouTube algorithm is broken. It's just like that's how difficult it is if you're not utilizing clickbait. If you did, then it would have popped up.
Okay. Can I give you guys a perfect example? When Kai launched his Kai's Mind YouTube channel, there's no discoverability. That's scary. The algorithm should recognize Kai's face and recommend it. No. You understand? That is a proof to show you guys the algorithm is like rigged. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Algorithm is not rigged. The YouTube algorithm works. It works. It promotes videos that are getting watch time and getting clicks. It's a well. Anybody complaining about being shadow banned, they're all liars, bro. Shadow ban is all cope. It's not being targeted. Look at my YouTube channel. I was banned for 3 years. My YouTube channel is printing right now. I could cope and say that, you know, when it wasn't performing well, that it's all shadow banned, but that's literally just making excuses for having shit content. You're not shadow banned. You just suck. You suck. Look at this. Look at all these brand risky videos. Heated debate after 2 Israelis flip off SNEAKO. Almost $250,000. The collab, Nick Fuentes collab, almost $250,000. This has been these are out in like days. It's because I know how to do titles and thumbnails. You have to understand how the algorithm works.
Brother Sneak, how do you navigate friendship? I find myself lonely lately and wanting more friends, but also struggling with how to balance that with achieving what I.
You got to find friends that are working on the same things as you. Because if you want to get to the next level, how hard it is now, you got to be working all the time. Stacey's one of my best friends, and we work together. You know, we produce movies together. We work on the streams together. And when he stops producing, you know, we're gonna go back to movies and stuff. And the reason that it works is because like I spend all my time thinking about work and doing work, so I don't get to spend time with my OG friends as much. It's funny, people are saying like, oh, these are when they responded to the video on the Sprint event. You people who never had friends. You guys know my friends, Vil, Cass, Lens. I don't get to spend as much time with my best friends because we're not on the same, like they work their jobs, I work mine. So find friends that are in the same industry. Speed up TTS. Yeah, ask him to. It does play really slow. They talk super slow. Let's get that. Yes, talk faster. I saw it. Yeah, Sonny Faz did this.
Anonymous just
she did it. Become kind of goofy. I ain't gonna lie.
Nick, do you believe the creator of the universe is a Jew?
Yeah. Yep. Yes, I do. Jesus Christ.
That's Catholic belief. Catholics believe that God is a Jew. That's why I can't. And look, I have friends that I disagree with. I believe the creator of the universe is not a man. I don't believe the creator of the universe is definitely not a Jew. The creator of the universe is not a human being, right? That doesn't make sense. Just doesn't. I can't imagine. That doesn't make any sense to me. You know, shout out to the Christians. Love my Catholics in here. You guys can say Christ is king, but Catholic doctrine is God's a Jew. You worship a Jew. You worship a Jew. If you're Catholic, you worship a Jew. That's just that's it broken down.
We just say that.
I'm laughing so hard. Saying you're an idiot. I mean, look, he's describing it right here. Like, why do you get that?
That's funny.
So, no, you don't need to have religious debates about that. I'm just saying what's accurate. Like, Catholics worship. Why would you get upset? That's what you believe. I like seeing Nick stand on it. He didn't seem, he's not running from it. He's just saying it. That's okay. That's okay. Just not something that makes sense to me.
Oh my God! Oh my God, he ran the red! Oh my fucking God!
You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to talk about some more things that are a little risky on YouTube. And right now there's more viewers on Kick than YouTube. So I'm going to cut YouTube, come on over to Kick, and then I could be a little more unfiltered for the rest of the stream. YouTube chat, you know I guys love you. I know I love you guys. We'll be doing more YouTube stuff, but like let's just go over to Kick and I can stop censoring myself. For today. Just come on over, kick.com/SNEAKO. you know, especially if I'm getting, there's more viewers on Kick right now. It's like the first time that's happened. Come on over.